Uncle Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce, the name of this channel. We try to talk about the stock markets in plain English. I'm an old man and I haven't got time for all the fancy words and all the fancy terms and everything else. I just want to get to the point of what is going on so you guys can figure out how to make money. Welcome to the channel, the show. The dream is alive. Look, it's March the 7th, Monday, 2022. And the Dow futures, they're off 217 points right now. But let me tell you, in the last 2 hours, we've gone from negative 550 to 217, and we're climbing. We're going higher today. These markets are going to be in the green. Mark my words. We're going to be higher today. We're now down 209. S&P down 23, NASDAQ down 83. Dramatic improvements in these markets in the last hour and a half. The market players, and I'm talking about global investors, they've been selling off for weeks and weeks and weeks. They've sold what they want to sell. They've sold for whatever reasons they've had to sell. Some are involuntary sellers. They've made their moves. They've now restructured, and they've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the opportunity to get into the market. They've been waiting for an excuse to buy. They haven't been able to find one. They couldn't find one back in December when inflation rates started going stupid. Then late December, tax loss. Then early January, interest rates are going up right now. Then February, Russia invades Ukraine. Supply chain issues on top of all that. It just goes on and on and on. And now, high oil prices in the last week and a half. Higher gas prices at the pump. On it goes. No excuse to buy, no excuse to buy, no excuse to buy. And then this morning, we got a break. We got a little break. It was the tiniest little thing. It's not headline news. You're not going to find it on the front page of any newspaper or on the top of the CNN or Fox News headlines. The story goes that this morning, the Russian government, for lack of a better word, Putin himself through his people, issued a set of demands to Ukraine that did not include leadership change in Ukraine. Up until now, it has been get rid of that Zelensky guy, and we're gonna help you install the right kind of president for your country. That now is off the table, and all of a sudden, other little things have been dropped, and it's not as onerous as it was before. And the thinking is this could be the beginning of a serious shift, where the Russians are realizing, gosh darn it, we thought we could send in gazillions of tanks and missiles and rocket launchers and just blast the bejesus out of these people, and they'll just give us anything we want. And they're going, screw you, boys. We're going to fight back because we're drowning in here. Not drowning, but we are well equipped with Stinger missiles, javelins, all these other missiles that are designed to take out tanks, take out helicopters, take out jet planes from single soldier positions. We don't need big armaments, and we don't need convoys of trucks and personnel carriers. We can have 10 guys in a little like a Jeep. We can get around just like in the Middle East. We can get around here with Toyotas and other vehicles, pickup trucks, and we can bring some javelins along with us, and each javelin can take out with precision a tank. One guy can take out a tank, and all of a sudden the Russians are going, geez, we're getting hammered here. And the loss of life of Russian soldiers is way off the charts. The Russians are admitting, well, 400 or 500 maybe we've lost. Try 5,000 to 10,000 Russian troops are dead. Try several hundred, if not 1,000 or more vehicles are disabled or finished, rocket launchers included, ammo being destroyed. It's not like the Ukrainians are winning the war. They are delaying the inevitable. Russia will win. Russia will take over the country. But what they get when they get it is not worth having, because what Russia gets now is a country that needs a complete rebuild. We're talking about $500 billion, $1 trillion to rebuild Ukraine before it's functional again. Russia doesn't have that kind of money. They're completely being cut off from the West. Who has that kind of money? Oh, the West has that kind of money. And so Now the question is how this comes out, and whether the Russians can even get into Kiev and take them out. It will be a most interesting few days. The markets love this. The European markets instantly, as soon as this word came out that regime change wasn't part of the equation, the European markets turned around and went higher. They were up 3% this morning, 2.5, 3.5%. They were getting crushed over there. All of a sudden, European markets have turned on a dime and are coming on big time. This has now been over an hour. As a matter of fact, I would say that even since in the last 2.5 hours, the markets have completely turned on. The London FTSE is about to go positive. It's about to go green. The German DAX was down 350 points. It's now down 130 points. French markets were down 2.5%. They're down 0.7%. We're about to see green arrows show up on some of these European markets. This is before America even opens. The Dow Jones right now down 228, down 0.68%, S&P down 0.6, NASDAQ 0.65. These are nothing burgers. We can turn this around. Oil is another indicator of what's going on. Check this out. I'll show you something that I uploaded this morning. Show you what I got here on the oil market. Here we go. This is crude. I took this screenshot about an hour and a bit ago when West Texas was 123.41. It had already been as high as almost 130. It tried to shoot to 130. The day range on the bottom of the screen there, you'll see, was 121 to 130.50. 123 was the shot, was this screenshot. All right. Right now, as I am talking to you this second, West Texas, 117.75. It's up $2 a barrel this morning. Yep, but it's off $13 a barrel from the high after we got the word from the Russians that they might take an easier way out. This is getting interesting. There is a huge pent-up demand of buying that wants to come into this market all over the place, and it's going to come. Now, the question is, will it happen in the first 15 minutes of the day? Maybe not. We might get a bit of a sell-off in the first 15, 30 minutes, but I suspect after that, it's over. The turnaround is on, and we could be moving higher today, and I mean 500 to 1,000 points higher. It could happen. The markets have a week or two of a rally in them. It's there. The rally is built in. Articles are showing up all over the place. Indexes are trading below 200-day moving averages. Stocks are below PE multiples from before the pandemic. We've got an underpriced market based on the expected earnings of corporate America, Canada, and Europe. And so money is always looking for a place to make money. And the stocks are now the place to go to. It was going to treasuries. It was going into bonds. It was going into safety investments. Now it's coming out because there's another angle to this market. Growth of corporate America is intact. 8% profits minimum expected gains of the S&P 500 as a whole. There are, of course, the top 10 of those, top 20 of those big companies that are making way more than 8% per year in profit gains. This is going to power the markets higher. And so there's a ton of money looking to get into the market, and do not be surprised if the shares start their moves. This morning, I'm noticing Rocket Lab is unchanged. SoFi at the moment down to 984. It's down to 955 2 hours ago in the pre-markets. It's now pushing 985 to 990. We could be unchanged on SoFi at $10 by the time we open for trading. I'm going to skip GameStop for a second. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Matterport down 15 cents. ME down 7. We have Spire up a couple of pennies. They've announced some kind of a deal with some kind of a space entity. ATIP down 4 cents. I don't have any changes on SmartRent. I saw Sextera on Friday night pop 50 cents in the aftermarket. I don't know how real that is. We'll find out in the morning when we open. Apple is only off 35, 40 cents. They were down $1.60 a while ago. Goldman is still down $4. Cisco is unchanged from what I can tell you. It was down 50 cents earlier. Tesla's up 9.70. Arc Innovations is down only 3 cents. Microsoft is down $1.92. It was down about $4 earlier. Bed Bath & Beyond is the one I want to talk to you now, and GameStop. All right, the story came out this morning, broke that apparently, Ryan Cohen has stepped in. Our buddy Ryan Cohen, GameStop chairman, stepped in and bought about 9.8% of Bed Bath and Beyond in the last little while through his RC Ventures company, investment company, and has made a letter, sent a letter to the folks at Bed Bath and Beyond, suggesting some changes in management ideas, and they are open to talking to him. Here's the key stats to understand about Bed Bath and Beyond. First of all, they do have debt and they do have all obligations of $5.1 billion. They do have assets, inventory and other assets, 6.3 billion. So there's 1.2 billion in actual shareholder equity in this company. So they're still in the green in some sort of perceived value, but they are losing share and they're having supply chain issues to get merchandise in to sell it. Fair enough. We know all about that. But here's the thing you to understand. There's 96 million shares out there. Total. I think Ryan Cohen bought 10 million shares. 92 are free trading. Not anymore. Of the 92 free trading shares, 92 million free trading shares, he owns 10 million. The other insiders of the company own a whole chunk of this stock. That means that in the last probably couple of weeks, Ryan Cohen has acquired and has taken off the market 10 million shares that could be shorted, or 9 million shares that could be shorted by shorters. And this is why the stock right now is 31.60 in the pre-market, up 15.42, up 95%. The stock's 52-week high, 44.51. So it's still not at the high yet. The question now is, and the speculation is this possibly a short squeeze of epic proportions that could happen because of Cohen taking 10 million off the street like he did with our GameStop shares? He took a bunch of paper off the street and created a short squeeze. Could that be happening right now? I don't know, but we're at 32.02 this second in time. The other story is our GameStop story, and that's what I want to kind of concentrate on. GameStop is up now $1.13 to $112.79. We've been up to $113 odd a couple of times now, and the question is, what will happen here? There's, I guess, a sympathy move going on. It's not that there's going to be a merger between GameStop and Bed Bath Beyond. They have nothing in common with each other. GameStop is a gamer. Bed Bath Beyond is a home sale, bathroom fixture, baby stuff kind of place. These two have nothing in common other than they're retailers and they're setting up an e-commerce division. But Cohen is going to e-commerceize, I think, Bed Bath Beyond to a much greater degree, and that is exactly what he said he was going to do at GameStop, and he did that with Chewy. Chewy was always going to be online and always has been an online seller of pet product. So to me, what I think might be happening here is if he is successful in legitimizing his investment in Bed Bath & Beyond, it could well be that the folks in Wall Street and elsewhere will go, this GameStop move he made, maybe there's something to this, that he really can turn that company around. And we find out in the next 2 weeks or so the financials of GameStop. We're going to get the latest, the previous quarter. And whisper rumors are out. Whisper rumors are now circulating that GameStop's numbers are improving. Their gross sales are rising. Their margins are rising because their costs are lower to move merchandise. When you move merchandise out of warehouses rather than out of retail locations, you have better margins inside of warehouses because you're just using the internet to promote your product. You're not paying landlords rent and city taxes for each retail location you have. So if GameStop's numbers are showing a turnaround and a build on the e-commerce side and the overall, that could put a push on Bed Bath Beyond. If Bed Bath Beyond has a turnaround because of Cohen's moves into pushing them into e-commerce, it could add to the GameStop legitimacy. And all of a sudden, the street goes, this guy Cohen is an Amazon killer. He's going after Amazon. He's protecting these brands from Amazon taking him out because he's converting them into online retailers. as quick as possible to deflect and hold off Amazon's rush to kill these guys. Interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out. Bed Bath & Beyond's volume this morning, 14 million shares. There's only 92 million that can trade. But I can tell you 92 million can't trade because there's 10 million missing now. They're in Ryan Cohen's hands. There's more millions missing that can't trade. I don't know if Bed Bath & Beyond has even 20 million available to trade. We've had 14 million trade this morning. So this is going crazy. My recommendation on Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't have a recommendation on Bed Bath & Beyond. I've never followed it as a story, as a detailed follower of the stock. Wells Fargo is raising the target price to 20 from 12. That's just coming out now on the headlines. Wonderful. But the reality is that just because Cohen owns 10% of the company, 9.8% of the company, doesn't mean the stock is worth more money. It just, the perception is now, well, wait a minute, there could be a short squeeze, or could there be other moves coming up here? Could there be other buyers coming in to join this guy? Could there be people thinking that the company can be reorganized in such a way that it'll become more of an e-commerce machine and will trade at higher multiples? This is all the talk we had with GameStop, but we only had this talk with ourselves with GameStop. Those of us who are into the stock, and all the Reddit people and all the Wall Street Bets people, we talked about GameStop's potential to become an e-commerce machine. And we stopped talking about that about a year ago because the stock did this crazy run, went back, came back up again. It's now settling in this 112, 20, 30 range. The excitement is over as far as, $20 moves every hour goes. But the bottom line is GameStop has been totally reorganized as a corporation. It was a company, $250 million in debt, with the 200 million in cash, or 450 million in debt, 450 million in cash. Now is a company with, last we hear, 1.5 billion in cash, no debt, quickly converting over to e-commerce, and now NFTs and crypto and all kinds of other divisions. We have to hear and see the return, the bottom line payoff from Ryan Cohen's moves over the last year. And we've been very patient about it. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And in the meantime, this guy is now buying into Bed Bath & Beyond as well. So chairman of GameStop is a 10% holder of Bed Bath & Beyond, has sent a letter to the management. We got to make changes. And watch out, he's going to become a board of director over there. Remember, he may have 2 or 3 fellows join him. That's called an activist investor going in there, which could be good for the stock, as if it isn't good already. Is the move over? The move might be had already at 34.48 right now. This might well be it. I would not be a buyer of this stock, by the by. I would not be a buyer of this stock because I don't know what the upside is from here. Could it be to $50 to $100, or could it be beyond that because of a mega short squeeze? There are going to be people who are going to say that and believe in it. Could it be that the company gets the shares into this $50 range and they announce a stock sale to raise $500 million of additional cash? That could happen. That could be negative for the stock, though, because you're issuing paper. I have no idea. Is this company possibly going to go private? Because there's been talk about privatizing this corporation inside of a private hedge fund. I don't know if there'll be a premium to it beyond this stock price. I really don't know if that can happen. Because remember, at about 100 million shares outstanding, $34 a share, that puts this company at 3.4 billion in value, market cap. It closed Friday night at 1.5 billion market cap. So I don't know if that's really doable. There's $1.2 billion of equity in this deal, in this company. There's 1.2 billion equity value in the company. Take the liabilities against away from the assets. That's what you got. To turn that into actual cash, very difficult to do, because you're talking about assets with the name Bed Bath & Beyond on it. And what's that worth if you want to sell it off? I don't think you'll get 1.2 billion. The company's worth more alive than dead. So yeah, reorganizing and regurgitating and turning it into another, into a much more active online vehicle could be the way to go. management has tried all kinds of things to build the brand and build the momentum and keep the company going, but the supply chain problems are really their issue, because they're trying to get product made under their brand name overseas and then get the product in. Well, guess what? Anything from overseas is getting tough to get in here on an on-time basis. However, that could be a temporary issue. The other problem, though, of course, at 110 bucks a barrel, 120 bucks a barrel, whatever oil wants to go to, oil isn't at 50 bucks a barrel. It's double that or more, which means the cost of bringing in towels and bed sheets and anything else Bed Bath & Beyond wants to carry with their brand name on it is costing them more money. It's costing them more money to bring their merchandise in to sell it to you. Now, if they sell you in-house made brand name goods that you're willing to buy, you're willing to buy something with the Bed Bath & Beyond brand name on it, as opposed to brand name manufacturer of towels and sheets and what have you, great for Bed Bath & Beyond, because their margins will be higher on their own product line, because of course they're bringing in their own merchandise direct from the factory at probably a cost of 15 cents to the dollar, maybe 20 cents to the dollar. So they will have a cost factor of 20 cents to bring in a buck at retail from you, 80-cent profit. If they sell a towel by company X, their cost might be 50, 55 cents. To bring in a dollar, they only make 45 cents profit. Obviously, they make more money if they sell their own brand. Can they convert to their own brand fast enough? And can they convince you to buy their own brands online? I ask myself, how many times a year am I going to buy towels? I buy paper towels at Costco all the time, but how many times am I going to buy bath towels? In my house, it's once every 5 years. I mean, how often do we buy bath towels? How often do we buy bed sheets? How often do we buy household goods? Once you've got certain things in your house, like waste paper baskets, when am I going to buy new ones? I've got one. They don't wear out for a long, long time. So I'm not sure where this can go to, but obviously Mr. Cohen has sensed that this company can be made into an online seller, perfect for registries, for showers, for weddings, wedding registries, this kind of thing. New couples coming together, new families. Yeah, there's a growth niche here. There's Bed Bath Beyond is beloved by its core clients. Has Mr. Cohen figured out the way to get to these core clients as online loyalists? Maybe he senses there's potential here, and well, more power to him. So we'll see what happens. There will not be a merger of Bed Bath Beyond and GameStop. They will not become one happy family. That won't happen. All right. See what gives. Looking at the pre-markets right now, again, now with 37 minutes to go before we open, I'm showing Rocket Lab unchanged. I'm showing SoFi down at 984, down 16 cents. This, I think, is easily wiped away. We could be at 10 plus on the opening easily. We could have an up day on this stock today. GameStop up 132, 112.98. AMC up 18 cents. Matterport down 15. 23andMe is down 7. Spire's up a couple of pennies at 203. ATIP is down 4 cents. No changes on SmartRent. Nothing on Cyxtera this morning. Apple still down 39. Goldman down 420. I don't see anything on Cisco. I'm going to do a double check now on my refresh here, see if there's anything new on my refresh button. Nope. Doesn't look like. So it's a little bit of negativity here and there, but not much. This market wants to go higher. Over on Bed Bath & Beyond right now, 33.95. The Dow is down 171, and that's the one you want to watch. The S&P's down 19. NASDAQ's down 75. These markets are down 0.5% or less coming on at the moment. The big concern in Europe right now, the price of natural gas, not oil, natural gas. Natural gas is priced so high right now, it's the equivalent of $500 a barrel for oil. I'll repeat that. Natural gas right now on the spot market in Europe is equal to $500 a barrel for oil, right? Think about that. If you're powering your house, your factory, your retail store, anything with natural gas, and in Europe, natural gas is king, you are paying $500 a barrel equivalent. It's cheaper to burn oil than natural gas. And natural gas must be used by all entities in Europe for clean air regulations. Cruise ships that operate on liquefied natural gas are being built now as a matter of course because cruise ships are not welcome in European ports with crude burning oil engines, even with scrubbers. You can't bring those in there. Carnival has ditched six of their oldest ships from the early 90s and late 90s. They've dumped them off, scrapped them, and replacing them now with these brand new giant, the Mardi Gras and Celebration ships that burn liquid natural gas. Liquid natural gas is now $500 a barrel to buy for the cruise lines out of Europe. Just think about what that means to a cruise vacation. Okay, it's screwing it all up, and inflation concerns in Europe, big time. The question now is, do you cut off Russian natural gas sales to Europe, which is addicted to its supply? Russia's addicted to selling natural gas to Europe. Can the Europeans inflict enough damage on the Russian army in Ukraine to get the Russians to secretly agree with the European countries that they'll pull out of Ukraine, they'll leave them alone as long as they sign some kind of a non-aggression pact of some kind and delay NATO by 10 years or something like that in exchange for keep buying our natural gas, keep buying our oil, and we won't cause any more problems. You want to say that publicly. You don't want to say that out loud. But can something like that be done? The Europeans are going. We got to make a deal with these guys, these Russians. We got to cut a deal because we need their gas. The United States can't supply us with enough gas to replace the gas from Russia. What can we do here to make a deal and yet protect Ukraine as an independent country, a sovereign nation? It is delicate, and unfortunately, there are 1.5 million refugees that have already left Ukraine for countries elsewhere, and the hardships are real, and civilians are dying, and it is really a mess. Anyway, there it is. We have all kinds of things to watch, wonder, and speculate about, and I want to say welcome to all of you from around the world who watch me live every day here at 8:30 in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Appreciate it. Those of you who become Gold Bagel members, you guys are the backbone of this channel. You're commenting right here. If you are a Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, I thank you also for being a member of this channel. It allows you to make these comments, pop the emojis up there. Love having you all here. And those of you who've subscribed to this channel, thank you for doing that. A vote of confidence for this little old YouTuber out of Canada. This homeless YouTuber who is inside a friend's house right now for a couple months. Big house, very nice. We're rather enjoying it, and we are very thankful to be here. And those of you who have commented to me and sent me questions about the markets or letting me know how much I've been able to help you with your investments and help you figure out what's going on in the market. Thank you, all of you, for those very kind words. I read them to Jen all the time. And we really are humbled by it. We're so happy that you're enjoying it. We hope you're enjoying what I do the best we can with what we have. It isn't necessarily high tech, but it is what it is. I want to show you something else. I did this morning all by myself. This guy who doesn't know anything about technology. Look at what I put up here. I put up a Bed Bath & Beyond chart. I thought I was being a Mr. Smarty Pants. And I thought, well, I'll show the viewers what Bed Bath & Beyond is doing. Yeah, sure, it's trading at $28 a share. Yeah, right now it's at 30. It was just at 33 right now. So that chart's is obsolete. I cropped it and I copied it for you, put it up there. It's obsolete. I tell you, I tried it with the oil. It's obsolete. This is not even an hour old. It just doesn't pay. I can't keep up with what's happening in this crazy, wild, wacky world we're involved with. Thank you for those of you who are giving me thumbs ups already for the show, encouraging YouTube to send more people here. You're letting me know what thumbs up number you are, and I appreciate that. Big Daddy, thank you for being number 78. Jason was number 47. I mean, he was here early. Thank you guys so much for telling me that. If you wouldn't mind, if you hit that thumbs up, let me know what number you are. That helps me figure out where we're at on this whole thing. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. And again, if you're trying to buy options now on Bed Bath and Beyond, you're trying to play the stock option market. You're probably not getting accurate quotes on the calls because the market hasn't opened yet, and I don't know how accurate pre-market quotes are on the options market. That's something I can't speak for. But if you're going to try to play Bed Bath and Beyond as a long by buying call options, I would caution you. This can be extremely dangerous. We've seen this work and not work most of the time. Not work most of the time for GameStop investors who tried to run the option market. There were these sensational stories of some people really scoring deals on GameStop, but they bought in way before the play was made aware to the rest of the world. And with Bed Bath & Beyond, this is over. It's already over. It's already trading at $32 to $35 a share. I don't think the stock can go to 100. I'm not saying it won't. It might, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. But I'm just saying, you're on your own on this one. I cannot give you an opinion. I cannot give you advice. I avoid this stuff. I just kind of go, whoa, this is beyond. Now, if you are a shareholder of Bed Bath & Beyond, if you actually own stock in Bed Bath & Beyond, I say congratulations. Way to go. I'm happy for you. It's all good. What do you do is the question mark. What should you do? And there are several ways to play this. So one, you just sell the stock for big fat profit, say thank you very much if you have a big fat profit. Because remember, some of you, there are people out there who bought this stuff at the high way back when it went into the 40s and are still long at that price. So they're not out yet. Number two, though, if you did buy it at 12, 15 bucks a share, 18, 20, and scored this, more power to you. If you're in and you're breaking even right now, you're asking, should I get out with my life or what? There's yes is one answer, of course. The second answer is, well, hold out for more. Or the third answer is write call options against your Bed Bath & Beyond stock. And there's a couple of strategies that I would throw at you to have you consider. The first one is to write short-term 1 or 2 week call options at maybe 40 bucks a share. It's out of the money. It's right now $33. Let's say it opens at 33 in the next 27 minutes. I have no idea what the price will be on the opening, but whatever it opens at, if you add $10 to the price of the stock, so if it opens at 33, you write a $43 contract. If it opens at 40, you write a 50. It opens at 45, you write a 45. It opens at 30, you write a 40. You write a contract $10 higher after you find out where the options are trading at. And if you can get for a 2 or 3 week or 1 month premium, a fat premium, $5, $6, $7, you might want to take that money off the table plus an upside of $10 additionally if you can get it, if you get exercise. Second option or choice would be to write a contract 6 months out from now at maybe 50, like $15 or $20 higher than the price of the stock. So if the stock opens at 35, you're writing 55s. It opens at 40, you write 60s. You're writing a $60 contract for 6 months from now, and if you can bring in $12, $15, if it is that stupid a premium that's being given to you, you take the 12 bucks and the $20 upside to 60 bucks and say, hey, I'm getting out of 72. Thank you very much. If you do get exercised, you get exercised. You got out of 72 bucks. If you didn't make money on this, I can't help you. But if the stock doesn't reach 60 and it meanders between 30 and 50 now for the next month and then backs back off into the 25, 35 range, you got $25, $35 stock, but you got handed 12 bucks cash now as compensation, and those contracts that you wrote are going to drop in value, which you can buy back at a much lower price. And then write another contract down the road. You could theoretically write, again, this is potential. If you write a contract now, whether it's a $10 out of the money, $20 out of the money contract for 6 months, and you can bring in $10 to $15 in cash. Let's say it's 15, a big juicy premium. You write a contract that gives you 15 in cash, that's out of the money, and the stock backs off from the 40s to the 20s. You buy back that call and now rewrite the same time frame, 6 months out, a call closer into the money, maybe $20 lower, and bring in another 5 or 7 extra cash that you tested spent to buy back the old one. So if you sell the old one for 15, buy it back for 8, and write a new one for 15, you've taken in another $7 in cash, and you still hold the stock or maybe a potential, but you take off so much cash off the table by the option players that you're now holding your stock for virtually nothing, or half the price you paid, or a third of the price you paid. You must get the option market to compensate you for all the time you've held this stock. You want to learn how to do all this stuff? You got to go to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. I have 12 lessons there how to play the options market, how to write call options, how they depreciate, how they work, how you can be a writer of a call option and make yourself a bunch of money. Whether you're just adding to your portfolio, you're trying to bring some steady income in every month, or whether you want to quit your day job and get control of your life and be in effect, a full-time portfolio manager of your portfolio and live off of your own revenues from writing options. Can be done, and you don't need $1 million to do it. You can do this with less than, I think you can live on your own, off of your own money for less than $50,000. If you have 50 grand in the right assets, I think you can quit your day job. But you got to be a full-timer and you got to want to do this. There are 12 lessons you have to watch. You can't watch 1 or 2 of them and be an expert all of a sudden. Ain't gonna happen. You got to make an investment. But you could take these 12 lessons over the next week, month, 3 months, up to you, one at a time. You're not obligated to buy all 12. Get one at a time, watch them, wait a week, absorb, watch what we do here, watch these comments, take the second class, get smarter, take the third class, take the fourth. You may find that after the first, second, third class, you're not going to watch a class every 3 days. You're going to just zoom through in a month and watch all 12 and watch us what we're doing here, and you're going to start writing options and become more confident in how to do it. Again, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, you can write options on these issues and literally live off of the premiums. Now, my recommendation for GameStop today, do not write options right now. Do not write them. The stock's at 114.51. Do not write contracts this morning on GameStop. Stay back. Stay the hell out of there. Let the market go up. GameStop wants to go to, it's going to go to 115 here in a moment. Let it run. Let it go to 120, 125 today. It has to rise at a higher level first before you want to write contracts. And it looks like you're going to have to let it do it. And that's all right. If you're long stock, what do you care? It goes up to 10, 15 bucks a share today. You're $10, $15 richer on your books. You'll write 130s. You'll write 135 contracts. You're not going to write 115s, 112s, or 120s. You gotta let the stock make its move. On Bed Bath & Beyond, if you're long the stock, let's see how it opens up. It's traded now 19 million shares in the pre-market. If it trades 100 million shares today, that's the entire free float, which isn't true. There's only maybe 20, 30 million that could possibly free trade. It'll turn over, and yeah, maybe it'll run to 40 or 50 bucks a share. Maybe it'll go higher. And if you do write contracts against your Bed Bath & Beyond, more power to you. Now, those of you who are gamblers and you want to write cash secured puts, against Bed Bath & Beyond. That can be done. You're going to have to look at writing. You might be writing 25s. You might be writing 30s. You got to check this market out. In effect, you're gambling the stock is going to go higher, but you want to get paid a big fat premium to write the cash secured put. You're committing to buy 100 shares of Bed Bath & Beyond for every put you want to write. So if you're going to write 30s, you have to have $3,000 in cash. If I got my math right, you have to have $3,000 in cash for every contract you want to write. You want to write 10 30s, you need $30,000. If you can be paid a $10 premium to write the 30s, you're actually committing $20,000. You're buying the stock for 20 bucks if you get exercised. The shares stay up here and go higher, you're not going to get exercised, and so you profit from the premium earned to you. Check it out again. I've got classes to that effect as to how to do all this. Be aware and be educated. Check out the classes. Okay, there you have it. Just a few thoughts from this old man with 20 minutes to go before we open here. We have a war in Ukraine to watch. We have the big markets to watch. Interest rates, oil prices, the Bed Bath Beyond story, the GameStop situation, and then the other stocks that we love to follow, like Goldman Sachs, poor man cover call writing, Microsoft, Apple, IBM, all of these guys, Cisco, and on go the lists. You want to sell into strength, but give the market a chance to go green because the market wants to go higher. Right now, the Dow is down 163 at the moment. I'm showing S&P down only 18 points and the NASDAQ off 54. I'm curious to see how this will go. The European market is definitely almost all the way back. The indexes are down 0.16 of a percentage point, 0.29, 0.3, 0.6. I mean, the German market is down 2/3 of a percentage point after being down over 3% this morning. This is a huge, huge turnaround from earlier today. So there is where we're at here. This is what's going on. The markets are just itching to go higher. The German market has recovered 500 points from its low today. It's only off 71 now. So this was way off. I mean, way off. Huge amount of capital is coming into the markets on a relief rally right now, and oil is 118.20 in Texas after hitting a high for a moment of $130 a barrel in the USA. It was 130 while we were sleeping this morning. It is now 118 now that we're awake, and Europe is coming on. The Brent crude was at 140. The crude price in Europe was 140 a barrel while we were asleep this morning. It's backed off as well. So there's your turnaround happening at the moment. I'm not saying it's over, but then again, it might be. There's a relief rally dying to come out, and we're waiting to see what's going on. I see that a bunch of you have responded to my pleas for thumbs ups and letting me know what number you are on the thumbs up scale. I so appreciate this. We're now showing 216 thumbs ups today. I thank you very much for this support. This helps us get mentioned or get suggested by YouTube to the outside world that doesn't know we're here. And I thank you very much. 519 of you here, 220 plus thumbs ups already. Thank you. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button, nail it for us. And that'll tell more people to come over here and follow what's going on all these markets, all of these scenarios. And we'll stay on top of the Bed Bath Beyond thing as best as I can for you and see what's going on. What a morning we're going to have today. Unbelievable. Let me take a look again at pre-markets. The stocks we follow the most, Rocket Lab right now has gone green already. It's up a couple of pennies, but this is significant. We were negative this morning, and now we're plus 2 cents. SoFi, I think will go green quickly. We're at 986, and I think we're going to go green on this thing. It'll be over 10 today. I think it is poised for a run. I did read an article this morning, another one of these, technical writer kind of guys, strong buy as far as they were concerned. The growth of the clientele of SoFi, 500,000 additional customers became customers of the company in the last 90 days reported. That is not stopping. This company is on fire. GameStop up now 324 to 114.90. It looks like it's going for 115 plus a share this morning, which is nice to see. Not surprising to me because we had a down day on Friday. And I think that with earnings coming up next week and the whisper rumors are strong, and now with Bed Bath & Beyond's movement with regards to our friend Mr. Cohen making his move, I think we're on a bit of a tear here. We were down 675 on Friday to 111, and we had been in the 120s, mid 120s earlier last week. Stock's a bit oversold, and now it's trying to push back higher again. this morning, now showing around 114 a share or something in that neighborhood. Again, here we go. We're at 9.89 on SoFi now. We're only down 11 cents. 15 minutes to go. We're up $2 on GameStop. AMC up 28 cents. Matterport down 9. 23andMe, we're down 8 cents. Spire is down just a penny. ATIP is down 4 cents. Nothing on Spire, or sorry, on SmartRent or Sextera at the moment. Apple, we're down 17 cents, now 14 cents. Goldman down only 195. We were down 450. We're coming back. Cisco down only 13 cents. Tesla holding a $10 gain. ARK Innovation, which is the Cathie Woods ETF, ARKK, is up 37 cents. Now it's gone green. Microsoft down a buck. We were down much more than that. And now Bed Bath Beyond at 31.85, 31.78, jumping around here. As we're getting ready to open this market to see where we're going to be at. The volume now on Bed Bath Beyond, 21.1 million, as best as I can predict to you at the moment. That is where we're at. This market wants to go higher. The Dow is down 88 points. It's a nothing burger now. We're down a quarter of a percentage point. We're down 8 on S&P. We're down 26 on NASDAQ. These markets want to go green immediately. We might open green rather than be red. I thought we'd be red for the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Now it looks like they're going to turn it right into the green zone, right into the opening. We have 14 minutes to go, and the buying is coming on big time. Crude oil down to 116 now, only up $1 in Texas. This is another sign. The European markets are now quickly coming to the break-even zone. They're holding their breath, waiting for the Americans to come in. They're noticing the futures trades in the U.S. are really coming on strong, and we are seeing losses of less than 100 points, less than 20 points on most of the European markets. They are poised to go green as well after a real long grind all the way back. All righty, there it is. We're going to see how this kind of plays out. I suspect that a number of our stocks will be green right off the bat here because I think bargain hunting is coming in big time. And this isn't a 1 hour rally. I don't tell you, I'm not going to tell you that every hour of the day we're going to go up. But I think we're going to have a lot of cash come in. We'll have a little consolidation and another wave and then another wave. That, I think, is going to happen, and we may have this all week long. It all depends on a number of other factors, including, obviously, the Ukraine situation that we're following. The Dow now down 57. That's all. Now down only 53. The S&P is down 4 points. NASDAQ is down 3. We're about to go positive right now on NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow. We're about to go green in just a few moments, the way this momentum seems to be coming on here. It's just a nonstop wave of cash. Bargain hunters are picking off deals on stocks that have been way oversold, and a bunch of them are right here that follow stocks that used to be SPACs, way oversold. But we got to see how it goes. One trade at a time, 1 second at a time, and let's just see how it all works out. Thank you for being here and joining me today. Kiwi, number 229, thank you. Jennifer, I'm 241. DQ, I'm 243. Thumbs up, 243. Thanks, you guys. Love it, love it, love it. This is beautiful. And let's see what gives this morning. I love that you're all here and joining us. Should be an entertaining day, to say the least. Welcome from all of you from around the world. Would love to find out, where are you watching me from? Tell me, what city, country are you watching me from? Let me know. I'd love to hear about this. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate this. I know I've got a ton of viewers from Canada, the USA, the Caribbean. I have a zillion viewers from Europe. I'd love to know, where in Europe are you that are watching here? Are there any folks in any of those wonderful countries accepting Ukrainian refugees? Love to hear about that. Vince, I'm here from London, buddy. I'm here from London. Thank you. Letting me know where you're watching me from around the world. Nelson, I'm in the peg, baby. Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's where I'm from, pal. You like wind? We got wind. Yeah, you're gonna love wind here. We love hockey and we love wind in Winnipeg. Auckland, New Zealand, baby. That's where I am. Kiwi, of course. Where do you think Kiwi's from? Pittsburgh? Come on. You got to love that. Scotland. Chris, I'm from Scotland, baby. Some beautiful people over there. Niagara Falls on number 257, Bruce. Where is this? Oh, Kurlschuh, Germany. Welcome. Guten Morgen aus Deutschland. Thank you. Nelson's laughing. Jason, the Mitten State. That's where I'm from. Fadigan, Autos, the Danish Riviera. That's where I'm from, baby. Larry High from sunny Washington, D.C. I got a lot of Washingtonians who watch me. Welcome, all of you great folks. Nelson, Taj, the windiest place in Canada, I am sure. They should put up giant windmills there. Don't you think? They'd make a lot of money on electricity putting up windmills down there. Gavin, I'm from Winslow, the United Kingdom. Welcome from the UK. I got a ton of UK, Amsterdam. I have folks in the Netherlands. I have folks watching me from all over Europe. It's awesome. Kent, living in paradise. That's where I am, baby. That's right. D. Gray, I'm a new member, man. Thank you, D. Gray, for becoming a new member today. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you. Love it. Love getting these notifications that I have new members joining. Rainy day in Eastern Ontario. Welcome, Bobby. Flint, Italy, New York is where I am at. Sean and Wendy, God is amazing. Gulf Breeze, Florida, baby. Yeah, that's God's country. You got to love that. Beautiful. Thank you all. Let me know where you're watching me from. I love it. Mold in Norway. By the way, UBI is 635. Can only go up. Paul Payne. I'm from London. Will Carruthers, Vancouver Island. I'm checking in, buddy. How you doing, man? Nice to see you here today. We're at 3060 on Bed Bath & Beyond. We're at 113.96 on GameStop. The Dow is down 89. S&P down 9. NASDAQ down 28. We're about to open 8 minutes, and I think we're going to go green very quickly. Alhambra, California. The Savior is with us. Yeah, welcome. Nelson, great idea, Uncle B. A Peg Wind Farm. Why not? Testy Donkey. Sheffield, UK, home of the real Steelers. We are really Steelers here. There you go. Beautiful folks, thank you for letting me know where you're watching me from live from around the world. I'd love to hear from you. It's fantastic. I know we got folks down under. We have folks in Asia. We have folks in Mediterranean countries. We have folks in South America. It's a global audience, and of course, my phenomenal American and Canadian viewers here in North America. Of course, Gody says good morning. Rested up this weekend, Uncle B. I'm a lot better. I'll tell you, I feel a whole lot better today than I did on Friday. A lot more energy. Real Steelers, says Jason Laws. The real Steelers. Thank you, guys. Abram, I was reading at Wall Street Bets. RC purchased 60, 70, $80 strike price options with expiration dates January 2020. Any thoughts? Well, if he feels that there's a squeeze, there's a squeeze. But that's the kind of news you would expect from Wall Street Bets. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's wild speculation. No one can confirm it, and it just sounds great, doesn't it? It just sounds great, and it's a way to feed the frenzy. Good morning, my fellow simpletons, says the Credit Savage. And Uncle Bruce from San Francisco. Did you drive or did you flew? Welcome to from San Francisco, my friend. Nice to have you here. I love that quote from SCTV. That's 40 years ago. You're from San Francisco. Did you drove or did you flew? I have no idea what context that was in. Just love the line. Bama Babe, good morning all. Can you pronounce it? Nope. No, she's from somewhere in Alabama there, that W place. And I'm sure it's a nice place with nice people, but I can't pronounce that. Bama, welcome. Abraham, sorry, that was for BBBY calls. I figured Bed Bath Beyond. I figured it was Abraham. That's what I figured too. Thank you all for joining in and letting me know you're here. 6 minutes to go before we open this thing for trading. And let's see if we can get rocking and rolling here. We'll find out soon. Pre-market quotes as we come into the opening. Rocket Lab unchanged. SoFi down only 8 cents to $9.93. It's coming on. GameStop up 304 to 114.70. AMC down 30. Matterport now down 7. 23andMe down 7. Spire down 1 penny. ATIP up 2. Nothing on SmartRent. Nothing yet on. Yeah, I am showing 15-cent drop on Sextera. Finally, a quote on the pre-market, $12 even. Apple up a penny. Gone green. Goldman down 187. Cisco down 45. Tesla up 950. Arc Innovations up 35. Microsoft down 124. Bed Bath Beyond 3060 now. Down up 1442. So there's the pre-market there. Mixed, of course, not surprising. Watching these pre-markets, the Dow showing down 97. I figured there would be a down dip originally. Then I thought we might open green. It could go green quickly. I have no idea. We're down 10 on S&P, only down 33 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ only a quarter point down. The Dow's only down 0.3% at the moment. So watch out for a possible green opening. Over in Europe, we are green in London, green in France, green on the FTSE MIB. We're about to go green on IBEX and STOXX. Looks like everything's going to go green. Even Germany is only off 26 points. The Europeans are expecting us to go green right off the bat, and I think they're absolutely correct in predicting that the markets are going to go green very quickly in New York. I don't believe that this 95-point Dow Jones indication is real. Yeah, it's negative 95, but this is a nothing burger. I think we're going to start green in moments, the way this market is coiled for a shot. Oil is at 116.82, still up $1.14 a barrel, but it was $130 overnight in Texas. And now the price is plummeting. Very interesting geopolitical things going on here. We'll be watching this, to say the least. Thank you all for being here. 3 minutes to the opening. Larry's about to hit the bells for us. We got stuff to watch. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be fun, fun, fun as we get rolling here on this market. Unreal morning this morning. Lots to watch. Thank you all for being here. SoFi got recommended, well, not recommended, got initiated for coverage by an outfit known as Piper Sandler. They gave the stock a neutral rating with a $12 price target. And the headlines coming out over the weekend were S&P 500 companies expected to have an 8% growth in profits this year. When last Wednesday, when Powell announced that they were going to have a 1/4 point rate increase, pretty well guaranteed for March, 90% of all S&P 500 stocks rose during his testimony. They already were baking in 0.5 point or more, and only 1/4 point, they went up. The S&P 500 PE multiple is now hovering around 19 times earnings, which is identical to February 2020, just before the lockdowns went through and we had a big market sell-off. There's all kinds of stuff going on here for a higher market. The non-farm payroll number that came out on Friday was hugely positive. The market had no time to pay attention to it. Now it might get a little more coverage. As we go into the opening, Bed Bath Beyond, it's at 30.19, up 14.03. The Dow down 110, S&P down 12.5, NASDAQ down 35. Crude oil only up 58 cents as Larry is going to get ready to hit the bells. Thank you all so much for being here from around the world. You're here. I love you guys. Nice to see you here. It's going to be a fun time. Prattville, Alabama. We're here. Copenhagen is here. Thank you. In Iowa, Atlanta's here. Thank you guys. Let's see. Green in London. Green in France. I see Uncle Bruce's. Wait, sorry, I can't see it. Joanne is saying something, but not much. But she's trying to say something. We're about to go green, and we're about to open up for the day. Folks, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the markets. Let's get going and see if we can make some money today. Larry, thank you for ringing those bells, Bubba. Love it. We're going. We're going. Chase is here from Mexico. Aurora from Calgary. Welcome from around the world. Love it. Let's see how this market wants to go for us. I'm showing, I think, some gains here on some of our favorites. Wait for the markets to give us a little more clarity. Let's go over there, refresh that. Showing the Dow down 110 at the moment, 134. S&P is only down 7. NASDAQ is positive, 16 and a half points. Watch the markets go green quickly. Oil is only up 9 cents, 115.77. Oil's about to go into the red after being at 130 overnight. We're at 115 right now. We're about to go red on oil. It's go time. Hockey rink is from Calgary. That's right, baby. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. Going to be fun. Georgian Netherlands, Bruce, where I got your lovely mug 2 weeks ago. Beautiful stuff. I sent out a few more mugs over the weekend to some of you folks who became gold members. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Austin, I'm thumbs up number 270, man. You got 270 thumbs ups going, and you just started the opening. Thank you, guys. We're up 21 on Rocket Lab, 861, I think. Looks like SoFi is at 10.02, up 2 cents now on 2.3 million. We're down all morning. We're down to 9.55 this morning. We're up on SoFi. GameStop, 114.08, up 242. AMC's up 39 cents. Matterport up 11. ME is up 13. Spire's up 4. ATIP's up 2. SmartRent up 3. Cyxtera showing no trades this morning, waiting for it to open up. Robinhood up 41. Vanik is up $1.84. That ETF of the chip funds. Home Depot down 2 cents. Now it's up 3 cents. Home Depot's gone green. IBM is green, up 31. Dow is still showing down 128. Let's see. Yep, 128. We've got Microsoft off 36 cents and only 36 cents. Apple up 172 to 164.70. Goldman down 262. Cisco down 27. Facebook down 15 cents. Amazon is up $5. Tesla's up 23 to 861 again. Google down $14. Bed Bath Beyond up $12.17 to 28.54 as it tries to find its footing and get itself settled in. We're going to watch that all day on Bed Bath and Beyond and see what kind of impact this is going to have on stocks that we are following, especially GameStop, for sure. Bed Bath and Beyond right now, 28.35 on what kind of volume here? Hang on, 28.41 on 31.8 million. 31.8 million up 12.30. We'll see how this wave goes, this buy wave all day. There should be all kinds of this going on, I'm certain. Let's see. Charlie Bama, I flying from Knoxville, Tennessee. That's home for me. I'm glad I bought my $9.50 strike SoFi contracts for $50 because $50 is $50. There you go, pick home. Way to go. We've got the Dow now down 149 as we open up here. I'm showing Rocket Lab down up now 37 to 877. SoFi up a dime to 1010. GameStop is now up 121 to 112.87. I've got AMC up 32 cents to 16.89. Matterport at 701 up 16 cents. I've got ME at 395 up 20. Spire up 6 to 207. ATIP up 4 to 184. SmartRent 594 up 14 cents. Cyxtera at the moment unchanged, no trades that I can see at the moment. Watching this market closely, the NASDAQ is just up a couple, S&P down 14, and the Dow down officially at the moment 193. In Europe, let me go over there. We've got green in London, France. We're showing Germany down 0.44 of a percentage point. We'll watch that continually. Oil is still up at 116.42, up 74 cents. That's off dramatically from its high. Gold is up $6 an ounce to 1973. Gold had been as high as 2010 or 20 an ounce. Gave it all back. Interesting. Dow is now still trading actively here. Hang on a second. Go the Dow 227 on the negative, 18 on S&P, and 1.9 negative on NASDAQ. think we're going to have an update today. That's what I think we're going to end up with here when it's all said and done. It's going to be green. Rocket Lab 879 up 39 on 342,000. SoFi 1008 up 8. 3.5 million traded so far. GameStop up 115 on 153,000 for GameStop. 112.81. AMC up 27 cents on 2.4 million. Matterport up 16 cents on 610,000. ME up 18 and a half on 454,000. Spire up 8 cents to 209, 102,000. ATIP 184 up 4 on 59,000. We've got Smart Rent at 602 up 22 on 25,000 shares. Sixtera still now trading at 1163, down 62, down 52, pardon me, on 5,700. That's the first trade of the morning. Now showing 1201 on Sixtera, down only 14 cents, 14,400. So there's buying coming in on it, and it just popped up to 1201. There's the early indication of some of our favorites, down 245 on the Dow, 21 on S&P, 5.7 on NASDAQ, with oil up 96 cents a barrel to 116.64. So Bed Bath & Beyond, 28.10 right now, 28.16 on Bed Bath & Beyond. The volume on Bed Bath & Beyond is now, here we go, 35.6 million shares traded so far this morning on the markets in 6 minutes. That's how much volume has gone through on Bed Bath & Beyond. Obviously, folks who are taking advantage of the sell, they want out, they made money, they're happy. There's a whole bunch of day trading going on for nickels and dimes like crazy. The day traders are all over this thing. But there are also people picking this thing up going, I think I'm going to go with Mr. Cohen on this and trying to buy into this market. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if it's worth your while to try to accumulate this stock and write options against it. I have no idea where we're going to go here. This is one of those stocks where you could write cash secured puts. You could look into that if you wanted to. If you can get a big fat premium, I'd look into it if you're a believer in the upside. But boy, you want to be covered so that you're paying no more than 20 for the stock. If you can get a $7 premium on a put contract, $20, $30 buy price, or a $27 buy price, maybe that's the way to go. You may have to go out a few months. I honestly don't know what the options are trading at right now because it's going to take 15 minutes to open up, and even then my quotes will be inaccurate. But you're playing with fire over there, so be careful on all that. What else is going on here? ATIP is up 4 cents. You'll have your day. Someday there'll be a place for us. Someday a time for us. Bart, up to it. I'm thumbs up number 284, Bruce. I'm here, man. I'm being number 284. Austin is number 270. You're number 284. Thank you very much for becoming a follower and being a follower and hitting the thumb button. I do appreciate it. We have 289 thumbs ups now. Thank you, everybody, for that. Going to keep on top of this market. So much to watch, so much to follow here. Oh man, what a market we got going here. Whew. Green. Starting with Rocket Lab up 39, SoFi up 8, GameStop still up 54, AMC up 30. Fire up 16 to 217 now. ATIP up 4.5. Smart Rent up 29. Sixtera is down 13 cents at 1202, but it was down 50. It has come back. We've got green on a whole bunch of our former SPACs. The Dow at the moment down 2.9 and S&P down 23, but NASDAQ is up 5.3. And I think it's the first of the indexes to go green and stay green. Oil up only 29 cents a barrel at 115.97. I think we're going negative on oil today. The way this is going, this is a most amazing turnaround that we see right now. Go, baby, go. SoFi volume at 10.08 a share, 5 million shares in 9 minutes on SoFi. GameStop 112.02 up 36 on 232,000. We've got Matterport at 708, up 23 on 848,000. ME at 396 at up on 632,000 volume. Spire 212 up 11.5 on 188,000. There's no volume here on Spire because there's nothing for sale down here. They're all gone. They sold out. They're done. There's a vacuum. Another 200 or 300 shares of buying. She'll go up another 10, 20 cents. ATIP, nickel on 126,000, 183.5 a share right now on ATIP. Smart Rent up to 608 on 48,000, nothing for sale, nothing. 253 is the down dip on the Dow, 229 now on the Dow, a little bit of buying coming in. S&P down 19, NASDAQ down 1.5 points. There you have it. There you have it. Welcome to the morning, everybody. It's good to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Uncle, you can begin now. Good morning, Bagel family. Good morning, Alberto from Chris. Let's make money, says Alberto. I agree with that. I couldn't agree more. Let's get on with it and make us some dough. GameStop 111. It's been up to 114.15. I don't think it's going to go lower. I think GameStop could go a little bit higher here into this 120.25 level, and that's where you want to write options at. Right now, you want to stay away from writing options because I think it's got a pop in it. So watch for that. Is it a pop because of GameStop? Because of, Bed Bath & Beyond? Is Bed Bath & Beyond to make GameStop go higher? Yeah, it could. There's that Ryan Cohen connection and the similarity of, buying up all kinds of free trading stock. And is there a short squeeze possibility and all that? Yeah. GameStop, though, I think will go higher because we're getting closer to the earnings. And I'm wondering if earnings are improving nicely at GameStop. And when I mean earnings, I mean gross sales. I mean, gross numbers are climbing. If that's the first indication, if their gross sales are rising, that's an indication that their strategy is working. And if a good chunk of that rise is because of e-commerce, we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. What else is going on? People are talking about other stuff other than the markets, which is all right. It's whatever you want. We're down 286 on the Dow. We're down 30 on the S&P. We're down 45 on NASDAQ as we run through this first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just to see what's left over from sellers. And then I think we go higher. I just sense it. Europe is at the moment green across the board. It's green everywhere. And we have come back from upwards of 3 to 3.5% losses to now 0.5 percentage point gains. And we're coming into the last 15, 30 minutes of trading over there with surging markets in Europe. The futures, the U.S. side hasn't caught on yet to the extent that the European side has caught on, but I think it will. I actually think it will. See how that goes. Bed Bath & Beyond, $28.06 right now. Volume on Bed Bath & Beyond now, 41.9 million, almost 42 million shares of trading of a company that in theory has 92 million free trading shares. In reality, I don't even know if they have 40 million that free trade. I really don't even know if there's that many. So we are trading the free float already on Bed Bath & Beyond. We do this a couple more times, it'll go higher. That would be a fact. I would have to admit to that. Interesting markets. The Dow, though, is showing a negative 3.9. I'm going to check out, see who's getting hit the most. Let's take a look at a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to look at the VIX, the fear index. It's up 1.7 points. It's only 5%. That's at 33.6. That is not a negative, seriously negative number at all. Yeah, it's down, but this is nothing. We're showing a 1.5% drop on the Russell 2000, but I don't know how deep that's going to go or stay. We'll watch that. And then I'm going to take a look over here. I can at the Dow. Let's go down 30, find out what we're with here. Here we go. The losers on the Dow Jones. Goldman Sachs down $7. United Healthcare down 6.620. McDonald's down 480 a share. American Express down 440. JP Morgan down 3. These are the banking sector here. Travelers Company also down 332. So Travelers, JP Morgan, American Express, Goldman are four of the worst six performers. The best performers: Home Depot up $3, Caterpillar up 212, Amgen up 82, Salesforce up 55 cents, Apple up 51, IBM up virtually unchanged. There are about 8 or 10 stocks that are down between a $0 and $1.25 a share, which is a nothing burger. Then we have about 7 or 8 stocks that are down $2, 3M, Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, Travelers, JP, American, McDonald's, United, and Goldman. So there is a negative twist to it, but this is not serious. This is not a serious sell-off. I'm wondering if this market is going to come on here. We're down 278 at the moment. I don't know if there'll be much volume on the side. NASDAQ down 49, S&P down 29. A third of a point for NASDAQ. 2/3 of a point for S&P, 0.85% on the Dow at the moment. We'll watch for all of that. Okay, Bed Bath & Beyond down to 2706, up 1088. Rocket Lab still holding a gain of a quarter at 865. SoFi has gone red at 997, down 7. GameStop is red at $1.80. AMC off 17 cents. Matterport still holding a 14-cent gain. MEE up 15.5. Spire up 3. ATIP up 2.5. SmartRent up 3. Make that 30. And Sexter up down 18 cents. Robinhood up 66. Vanik down 260. Home Depot up 276 a share. IBM down a dime. Microsoft down 350. Apple up 32 cents. Goldman down 798. Cisco down 82 cents. Facebook down 360. Amazon down $28.94. Tesla up $19.19. Google down $42. Bed Bath Beyond $26.73, up $10.40. Volume now on Bed Bath Beyond, 44.3 million shares traded. Down a penny on BlackBerry. Royal Caribbean down $3.50 to $66.10. Norwegian down 91. Carnival down 81 cents. These are off about 4 or 5% each. Natural gas prices are surging in Europe, and any cruise ship that wants to run on liquefied natural gas is going to be in trouble for fuel costs. They're going to have to charge us fuel surcharge to passengers on those ships. Of course, oil at 117 a barrel doesn't help, and at 120 plus a barrel in Europe doesn't help cruise lines either, and that's why these cruise shares are backing off. Royal Caribbean shares in the last 3 months have gone from almost 90 a share, 88 a share. At one point on November the 5th, 96.60 on Royal Caribbean, now at 66.10 on Royal Caribbean, and falling fast. Still losing money and will continue to lose money this year. Same with Carnival, same with Norwegian. They will continue to burn cash. JP Morgan off to 489. Walmart is down 127. Costco's up 740, by the way. Nvidia down 5 1/4. American Airlines down 51 cents to 1408. Netflix down 35. Moderna down $5 to 131. What else is going on? That seems to be about it there. We're down 345 on the Dow at the moment. A definite sell-off to start the morning. How long will it last? How far will it go? I just don't think this is going to last. I don't think this is harsh enough. We're not even 1% off. We've had it's 7:49. We've had 20 minutes of trading. I really wonder if this market has much more downside left in it this morning. See, oil is jumping everywhere. 117.60 now, up $1.94. It tried to go negative, bounced off again. It's now 117.62 West Texas. Lots of speculation, obviously, there. Rocket Lab has turned around. It's up 33 again to 873. SoFi is turning around. It's down only 3 cents. Now green, 10.02 on SoFi. GameStop down 145. It looks like it's coming back a bit. AFC still down 12. Matterport up 17. ME up 17. Spire up 4. ATIP up 1.8. SmartRent up 20. Cyxtera down 24. Markets are on our former SPACs are showing some resilience to come back on again. All right. Welcome one, welcome all to the show, to the wild and wacky markets in which we're involved with here. We're watching all kinds of stuff. Goldman is the loser on the Dow 30, down 830. McDonald's, I don't know why McDonald's would be lower. It's the cheap meal. It's where you go when things get soft. So I don't know why McDonald's is up 6.640 a share, 2.7%. American Express down 580, United Health down 550, JP Morgan down $5. Travelers down 340, Procter & Gamble down 320, 3M down 3, Microsoft down 280, Visa down 220, Nike down 180. Winners, Home Depot up 330, Caterpillar up 210, 213, Amgen up 190, Salesforce up 72, Apple up 62 cents. So we have winners, not many, but mostly losers at the moment, and the market is negative. Okay. Let's see. Yes, here goes. Hey, Bruce, the Stock Exchange Frankfurt is officially open for trading ETF funds until 22 our time. Similar closing time to New York, but it slows around 1700 our time. Let's see. A Royal RCL should be 25 a share. Yeah, it might be heading there. And there you go. Let's see. We'll see what's going on there. Whew. Bed Bath Beyond 25.85 up 9.67 at the moment. Still showing a negative on the Dow, 317 points, but we are coming on just a little bit here. And Rocket Lab is up 34. SoFi now 10.12, up 11 cents. SoFi's high today 10.21, and we're up 10.14 now in SoFi. 7.8 million. SoFi climbing quickly right now. From a bit of a drop we just had. We're climbing up. We're only down 56 now on GameStop. It seems to be coming back. And we're only down 7 cents on AMC. It's coming up. We're only down 6 on AMC, actually. Matterport is 706, up 21. ME up 19.5 to 394. Spire 204. ATIP at 181. SmartRent 604. Still in the green on those guys. Okay. Wheat continues to surge towards an all-time high trade price as Russian invasion of Ukraine shuts down exports. Ukraine is a major producer of wheat, major producer for the European market. And we'll see how that goes. Good for Canada because Canada is a major wheat producer, as is the U.S. Canada does a lot of exports of wheat. Let's see. Lots to watch there. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're down 317 on the Dow now, 35 on S&P, and 73, call it 80 points on NASDAQ. Okay. 10.11 on SoFi, up 11 cents. Rocket Lab up 34 to 874. A little higher there. Okay. Okay, where are we at here? Thank you all for joining us today, watching tons of stuff happening at the same time all over the place. Okay, and here we go. Here we are here. Back to VIX is still up 1.6 points, 5% to 33.59, the fear index. News out of Kohl's. The stock Kohl's had been under pressure to activist investors trying to get things to shake up over there. They're planning smaller shops, and they want Sephora to hit $2 billion in sales as it faces activist pressure. Let's see. Surge in jet fuel prices threatens to overshadow post-pandemic travel rebound. Um, Google will use office space in Poland to support Ukrainian refugees. Don't quite know what that means. Uh, ooh-wee. China, of course, playing by its own playbook, refusing to condemn the Russian invasion of Ukraine. They don't even call it an invasion. They're totally supportive of Russia's act of Taiwan once they move in there. Right now, the games in the Olympic Games are held right now, being held in Beijing. For the Olympic Games are being held right now, the Winter Games, so that'll last another week and a half before China makes any moves. Watch out in the next 2 weeks about what they do next. And let's go. Lots of volume on cheap $12 strike calls for SoFi late into March. Well, that's only a few weeks. I'm reading the option chain right. Pickcomb, you might be right there. We'll see how that plays out. The Dow's now down 257. We've recovered 100 points on the Dow here, certainly 50 points. Rocket Lab still showing 874, up 35 cents. The high of the day, 882. 1.1 million on Rocket Lab. SoFi, 1017. High of the day, 1021. We're approaching that now. 8.56 million on SoFi, climbing up. GameStop 110.66 down a dollar. AMC up a nickel. It's just gone green on AMC. GameStop is down only 67 cents. All those are coming on. The Matterport is at 713. High of the day, 714 on 1.33 million. Matterport is climbing to new highs. ME at 394. High of the day, 397 on 1 million volume. ME's getting better. Spire still at 204. It was as high as 218 on now 281,000 on Spire. ATIP down 2.5 cents at 177.5. This is about the low of the day on 253,000. ATIP at the low of the day. SmartRent 608 up 28. The high of the day 612. 97,000 traded right near its high. Sextera down 19 cents at 11.96. Robinhood down is up 84. Robinhood up 84. Vanek Vector's down 170. Home Depot up almost $4. Looks like it's pushing nearer its high. The high of the day 329.60. It's at 328.19, up 393 a share on Home Depot, holding there. IBM is green again, up 22 cents. Microsoft still down 474. Apple down only 3 cents. Apple might be turning it around. We'll see. Actually, this is the low of the day. Pardon me. We're at 163.14 right now, just above the low of the day on Apple, but down only 3. Goldman down 689. It got down to 320.85. It's now 322.78. Almost a $2 bounce back on Goldman Sachs. Cisco down 68, Facebook down 551, Amazon down $51, Tesla up 13.80, Google down $47. Bed Bath Beyond down is up now 978 to 25.96. Volume 50,600,000 in a half an hour. 50 million shares on Bed Bath Beyond. There's a lot of turn going on here. Buyers and sellers are just flipping this stock like crazy as others are coming in to buy or to sell, and then there's all this churn in the meantime. 26.10 on Bed Bath and Beyond, up 992. Well, Caribbean 20 to 65.40. Hopefully, some of you with those puts are looking good there on Royal Caribbean. Costco's up $9. It's having a good day. Again, down 316 now on the Dow. We backed off 60 points in 3 minutes since I mentioned it was back to 250. Now down 316, now down 341 on the Dow. So this Dow is getting a lot of buy and sell programs kicking in on it right now. See what's going on. Okay. Good morning from Zeta State. Hi, Uncle was checking that T-shirt you got on. Just check that. Thank you, buddy. How you doing, man? And bled, blath, and beyond. Bleed, blath, and beyond. Right on front. Down 350 on the Dow. There you go. There's what we're watching there. Let's take a look at other headlines everywhere else. There's so much to watch. Still, the news of the day, it's all about Ukraine, and it's just terrible. Let's see here. U.S. Treasuries are regaining favor, the headline says in the Wall Street Journal. The yields edged up. Let's see here. Uber is raising quarterly guidance on delivery growth, ridership recovery. And let's see, what else are they saying here? Chinese tech firms weigh opportunities in Russia after Western pullout. And U.S. versus China, the tech and design behind space, tourism. Um, ooh, ooh, ooh. China's COVID-19 cases hit the highest daily toll since the 2020 Wuhan outbreak. Hong Kong is definitely the one that's the issue there. Let's see. Okay. Lots to watch here. Lots of talk about supply chain issues still dominating here. This isn't going away anytime soon. Mm, yep, yep. Lots to watch here. Um, yeah. Oil in Texas 116.17. Oil in Europe 120.32. West Texas up 49 cents. Brent up 221. And it briefly looked like it briefly touched 140 a barrel today. Apparently, this is late overnight, but 130 for Brent was trading all over the place there. It's backed off to 120. And West Texas early this morning showed as high as potentially as 130. A lot of trading in the 125.26 range. Now Brent is 116. Now crude in Texas is 116. West Texas backing up from 126 to 116 in the last couple of hours. Okay. Boy, we're watching a lot of amazing stuff here. Okay. Getting hit is a headline as a comment. 109 down 260 at the moment. As Bed Bath Beyond is at 25.54, it's backing up a little bit, and we're now watching GameStop backing up a little, as it touched 114.15 this morning for a bit. Again, I still have a suspicion that GameStop might take a run, but only God only knows how this is going to play. SoFi 997 has gone red. Now 999, down 1 penny on SoFi. Rocket Lab up 33 cents. AMC still showing it up again at 5 cents. 109 again on GameStop. Matterport 702 up 17. 23andMe 393 and a half up 18 and a half. Spire is up 2 cents to 202 to 203 now. ATIP Physical Therapy 171775 1778 at the moment 177.9 $100.78, let's call it. Smart Rent up to 606. Xterra down 23 cents. Apple down 68 cents. Goldman down 530. Cisco 66 cents lower. Tesla up $10. Arc Innovations down a quarter to $59. Now 60.05 was $59.98. 60.05 down 18 on Arc Innovations. Microsoft down 670 at the moment, and Bed Bath Beyond at 25.57 right now. The Dow is down 43 at the moment. So, in plain English, folks, we've got mixed markets. We've got mixed signs. We've got some positives out of the war scenario. We have some negatives, obviously. We have green and red all over the place on our former SPACs. SoFi is hovering at 10. It just goes under a bit. It goes over a bit, goes under a bit, goes over a bit. I just don't think SoFi wants to fall from here in any significant way. GameStop at 108.20, down 346. Not a big sell-off, but a little bit of red coming into that market at the moment. A most volatile scenario here. I mean, that's what it is. 340 drop on the down, but I don't sense this is a bloodbath sell-off. I just don't see it. 1% drop. Okay, we can handle that. No big deal. Oil 116.64, up 96 cents. It's not going anywhere. Oil can drop dramatically if perception is that either U.S. consumers are using less, which again I come back to, just use less, and this thing will fall. But the fear mongering is out there. Speaking of fear, here in Calgary, by the way, this is where the head offices are for the oil and gas sector in Canada. Probably 900 oil and gas companies have their headquarters in Alberta, between Alberta, British Columbia, Western Canadian oil production, Eastern Canadian offshore production. A lot of U.S. companies are based here as well. They drill in Canada and the USA. They're everywhere. So a lot of Calgarians are employed by the oil and gas business. They're geologists, they're landmen, they're economists, they're risk asset managers. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people employed in the oil and gas business here and in Edmonton, north of us as well. Well, on Saturday, Jennifer and I went to Costco to do some shopping for this house here. And of course, at Costco, as you know, in the States, you could buy gas, and same thing here. The Costco we went to is the newest one, brand new Costco stores, less than a year old. It's located just on the southwest part of Calgary. It's just actually out of the city limits. It's on Indian land. It's on an Indian reservation under a long-term lease arrangement with, I believe, the Siksika Nation. Great arrangement for both parties. And Costco is just creating a zillion jobs, a whole bunch of jobs for the First Nation here, which is fantastic. Now, the First Nation not only has the Costco, but next door to the Costco, like 300 yards away, is a huge gas station that the reservation runs. And their pricing is within 2 cents a liter of Costco's pricing. So we're talking 7 cents a gallon difference, 6 cents a gallon, 7 cents a gallon difference for a U.S. gallon of gas. On Saturday, there were so many people trying to buy gas at Costco that the cops had to be called, police had to be called to monitor traffic, to keep flow going, because the problem was so many people were trying to get to the gas line at Costco that they diverted the entry point for the gas line around the property of Costco. So in effect, you had to go around a whole parking lot area to then get into the gas lines to the pumps. And it really meant, I think, a 45-minute wait. At least 45 minutes. Now, the lineups are so bad that without the police, there would have been lineups across the only way in and out of the Costco store, which under fire regulations is a no-brainer, no-go. You have to have an entry point for fire in case of a fire or of a medical emergency into the Costco store. So the cops had to stop traffic from lining up into the gas bar, and they were basically telling cars, you have to turn right into the parking lot of Costco here because of you blocking the entry into the Costco. There was another exit from Costco off the other side of the property, but that was nowhere near the gas line. So the only way to get gas was to hopefully be able to get in line to wait for the pumps. If, however, you drove a minute and a half to the Indian Reservation's own super gas station with 12, 14 pumps, you pay 2 cents a liter more and you could just drive right up and buy it. And that's what I did. Jennifer and I drove to the Indian Reservation. I think she's here. We drove to the Indian Reservation. We bought gas for 2 cents a liter more right away, and we saved ourselves 45 minutes of her time, 45 minutes of my time. It's an hour and a half of our time, and it cost us 75 cents more to put the gas in our car for an hour and a half of time savings.
75 cents.
I think we're worth more than 75 cents for an hour and a half of our time. And we were quite happy to do that. We did go into Costco. We shopped, and we bought booze at Costco. We shopped, but we didn't buy gas at Costco. We bought it.
Saying we bought booze at Costco means we left the Costco store and went around the corner to the Costco liquor store.
In Alberta, in this province, there is a Costco liquor. You can buy booze at Costco, but not inside the store like you can in California or other states. Here, they have a building that is a separate building separated by 1 foot of concrete walls. And it's a separate entrance on the other end of the parking lot. So you literally have to walk off the store and go down here and go in there and buy your booze and then come back out. And you don't have to be a Costco member to even buy booze at a Costco store. You don't have to show your card. You can just walk in. But they call it Costco liquor sales. Unbelievable. But we did that, and we got our food and everything, and then we left and got our gas elsewhere. We moved on. But this showed me that even in this town, shoppers are saying gas is going up big time next week. We're going to buy gas today and not wait until next weekend to buy gas, because it'll probably be 40 cents a gallon more. It'll be 10, 15 cents a liter more.
It bumped up, but it's come back off.
Yes. West Texas was as high as 130.
Yeah.
It's now 117. It's still up $2.
What was it? They said the first time since 2008.
8.
Yeah.
The highest price of gas, which is when when I moved back, Jennifer and Jennifer Jr. and I, we got back to Canada between 07 and 08, or 06 and 07. And in 08, that was the last time we were this high. But in 07, oil was 140 a barrel, West Texas, for a week or so. It then hung around the 120 mark for a while. It came back, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. Jen, how you doing?
I'm good.
You're flicking the lights on me.
I was flicking the lights.
I adjusted the lighting so we don't have the shiny dome anymore. You may have noticed that.
Well, and I just discovered yesterday that the lights for this room are on the outside.
So she can do that. She can play games. I can't reach her.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, yes, well, thank you for that.
Well, yeah.
The question is, what kind of a bagel am I going to have today?
I don't know.
We still haven't got Welch's.
Well, because you got to look in this city for it.
And I was certain I packed Welch's grape jelly in a suitcase. We can't find it. So we don't have it here. Darn it. So I'm going to have to buy it. I can't find it in the superstore. I'm going to have to now look at some other locations for it. Yeah. But I couldn't find it where I wanted to find it. So we'll have to keep an eye open for it.
Might have to Amazon it.
No, we're not going to do that. No. Don't be doing it. No, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm sure we can find it. But today, I think ham and cheese.
Stop licking your thumb.
Okay, ham and cheese on a bagel with the no, I think I'm going to do the
horseradish.
The horseradish.
Okay.
We bought our favorite horseradish mayo that I talked about before. You can't find this in the States anywhere. Yeah. But I'm going to buy this horseradish. You can buy
mild, but it's not. It's got kick.
You can buy horseradish mayo in the United States, but it's got nothing in it. It's a nothing
mild.
burger.
Yeah.
It's a mild form. This stuff that we buy at Superstore up here,
it'll make you cry.
Yeah, it'll make you cry, and so that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
So just ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
No eggs.
No egg this morning.
Okay.
That's where I think we'll start with today.
Okey-dokey.
Jen, thank you so much. I will survive a little longer. Thank you all for being here. Gas is $2.05 a liter in British Columbia, says Zed Estate. That means gas is about $7.60 a gallon, a US gallon, $7.60 a US gallon in Canadian money, which would put it at about 550 US. So 550 US a gallon in British Columbia. Well, that's California prices by now. Um, and I'm sure it's higher than that in Alaska and Hawaii at this point. But wow, that's up there for sure. Anyway, there you go. There you go. There you go. Same in New York, Bruce, with the liquor store. You can't get gas at Costco on the weekends here. The wait is ridiculous. It is unbelievable. Gasoline purchases at Costco's is just nuts. Any Costco you want to go to. Good morning, Jen from Larry. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Nelson. Bought more SoFi and Smart Rent today, says Nelson. Well done. Spring sale. Yep. 154.9 in Edmonton. We're showing it at 146 to 156 roughly in Calgary. 146 at Costco ish, 145 to 156 on the at a retail level, more or less in Calgary. Yeah, not it's gonna. We think it'll go higher. We think it's going to go to 170 around here, and it might be 220 in BC by the end of this week or next week. So 220 in British Columbia would put it at about 825 a gallon Canadian, and so that would make it about 575 US a gallon, something like that. That's what we're thinking. Nelson, 169 a liter in Winnipeg. 170, man. That is that's not cheap. We're down 371 on the down right now. Rocket Lab holding a 39-cent gain, defying that market. SoFi 990 down a dime on 12.6 million traded. GameStop 106.88 down 478 a share on 541,000. AMC down 6 cents. Matterport holding a gain of 6 cents, but it's given up a lot, still at 691, but it looks like it's backing off. ME holding 390 up 15. Spire 202 and a half up 1.5 pennies. ATIP went into the red, down 3 cents. Smart Rent holding an 8-cent gain, 588, but only 588. We're nearer the low than the high right now on 158,000. Sextero down 20 cents. Cam Hines, 185 a liter in Ontario, man. 185. The governments of Canada do very well with higher gas prices. All this, not all this, but a good chunk of this is taxation. It's all percentage related. So as gas goes up, the governments make more income, which means they don't have to raise taxes on other items like income taxes and so on. And so it's a cash cow for Canadian governments. In Canada, the most popular vehicle in Canada, other than pickup trucks, there are diesel pickup trucks here, the Rams in particular, and 6-cylinder pickup trucks, and then there are V8s. But the most popular smaller vehicles are SUVs, 4-cylinder engine. A lot of them. They've got turbos, they have fuel injection, and there are a number of diesel SUVs for higher mileage. I'm so glad I sold my car in a hot market. Now Uber is my best friend. There you go, Nelson. It's in the big cities. People are dumping their cars. In the rural areas, you have no choice. You have to have a vehicle. But Canadians have been reverting to more efficient forms of transportation. I have not seen not one Tesla in Calgary in 3 days since I've been here. Not one have I seen. Now, I have to admit, the roads are terrible. We had snow on Friday, Thursday. It's yucky out. If I had two vehicles, one was a Tesla and one was a banger, I'd be driving the banger. Or as they say in Long Island, the bomb. I'd be driving the bomb. Letting it get beat up with all the gravel on the roads and the slushy conditions and stuff. I wouldn't want to put my Tesla into that. But I have not seen a Tesla anywhere around here. Not like California. It's like every second, third car, fourth car is a Tesla. It's amazing. Palm Springs, Palm Desert, it's Teslaville. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you have it. We are now down 378 on the Dow. I'm patiently waiting for the turnaround. When will the Dow do the turnaround? Because we are oversold. I keep saying it. We're oversold. I'm waiting for the turnaround. The Dow, the oil market, 118.64 down 296. For a moment, it looked like we were going to go negative on oil, and now we turned around a little bit. This could be a dead cat bounce. I could be wrong. We'll see. The Dow off now, 400 right now, 400. S&P down 52, NASDAQ down 198. So we'll see how this goes. Beater brews. It's like 380 a gallon in Pennsylvania. How's the weather back home? We're going to be like 36 to 38 degrees today. Sunny. It was gorgeous sunny yesterday. 37, 38 degrees. So everything was melting, and there's a lot to melt. It's not like we got feet of the stuff. We just have inches of snow everywhere. But the main roads are cleared off and dry. The side streets are white and becoming slushy this week. But unfortunately, we're cooling off again tomorrow into the teens for the high, 15 to 18 for the high for a couple of days. And then on the weekend, we're going to approach 40 degrees. So a slush fest it will be again. I hate it. D. Coots, Costco, 180 elsewhere, 183 Quebec City. Zed, I sold my Toyota FJ210 for 25 grand, and I used the cash to buy GameStop. There you go. Mr. D. Daddio, we are not oversold. The bubble is bursting in slow motion. I think we are. I think we're oversold. Weeks of an oversold situation with a lower PE multiple. I think we're going to have a pop here. I really do. But, I got my opinion. You got yours. That's why we're here. We're here to talk about it in plain English. Hopefully, it'll all work out for you. We're down 370 on the Dow now. We've come back just a titch. We'll see. So much to watch and so much to follow, all at the same time. Thank you all for being here. And Tesla will sell car insurance, says a headline. But electric vehicle insurance and repairs are more expensive than for traditional cars. Well, of course, that's because there are fewer mechanics about and parts are higher. But Tesla maintenance is nothing. It's very little maintenance on Teslas required. But every once in a while, you have these nickel and dime things you need. I think as time goes by, there will become independent repair centers for Teslas. And as more of them pop up, the prices will come down to repair Tesla vehicles. Of course, if you buy a brand new Tesla, you're looking at an upwards of a 4-year warranty on your car, which is pretty cool. And a lot of folks, they buy a Tesla for a year or two, sell them and buy another one. They keep rolling them over, and they get into newer ones. And lately, of course, car prices, even Tesla prices, have been rising. So people who have used ones, they ride them for a year or two, sell them for about as much as they paid for them, or a little bit more, and then they get the new one and rinse and repeat. There you go. Isn't Canadian bacon just ham? I mean, and in Canada, y'all just made it fancier sounding, and you duped the world. What do the pigs have to say about that, you hosers? Yeah. Well, we do have donuts. We have Tim Hortons donuts with maple flavored bacon on them. Oh yeah, absolutely. Very popular, I gotta say. Nicholas, does the war have to resolve before the market will make a stronger move up? No, it does not. And Michael, $3.95 regular, $4.35 premium at my Costco. Buy me, unbelievable. Thank you, Jennifer, so much.
It cooks more on one side than the other.
Yeah,
side,
it's not heavily toasted. It's spongy. Yeah, we are in a nice big house, and we're not complaining. But the toaster just doesn't crisp up the bagels.
I just have to get used to it.
Jen's got to figure out the settings. I'm sure the toaster is fine.
And burnt.
They have to be perfect and burnt. Anyway, cheers to all of you as I chomp a bagel. We're down 370 points on the Dow, and GameStop is down 381. Let's see how they do as we chomp this bagel with ham and cheese and this mayo horseradish on board. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Real cheddar cheese. Ham. Horseradish mayo on a bagel. A sesame seed bagel. Oh, yeah. Can the market go higher as I chop this thing, or will it go lower? We're down 416. I should have waited a second. I could have started with a 416 print. We'll find out. Different cuts, ham versus bacon. Canadian bacon is out. It's cut into flat ham pieces instead of crispy strips. Bobby, little ham steaks with eggs. Nobody in Canada eats Canadian bacon. Nobody in Canada, almost nobody. We love the old kind of, we like the thick cut bacon though. That's pretty good. But regular, yeah, we love that Costco bacon. Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah. Those of you here who want the market to go up, here's a trick. If you're a member of this channel, you get to use all the emojis we have. And all you need to do is pop up this one right here. This emoji right here drives the markets crazy. It's the neat emoji from Search for the Holy Grail. Neat, 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 neat. You pop this baby up, and the markets go up every single time. And they can't handle it. The neat, neat effect is legendary. And just watch the markets go up. You just pop these up there for a little bit. Everybody out here watching, throw up those knee emojis. Here they come. They're coming in right now. Nelson, Hallow Smith, Dr. Do, Dottie Day. Oh, they're all here. And pop these babies up and just watch this market go nuts. I'm doing my part. You guys have to do your part. There we go. Neat, neat emojis everywhere. David, there he goes. They're coming in now. Watch this market. Thanks, you guys. Pickcom is in there. GQ, TCM traders here. Olivia's loving it. There it goes. So Olivia's doing it. Abraham is in here. Here we go. Neat, neat, neat. Larry Titus. Of course, you have to yell at the top of your lungs in your house. You have to upset everyone in the home. Bash Bruce, just buy them a new toaster. Start a side channel reviewing toasters. Bama babe, here we go. Nick, there comes. Nick is here. Hey Nick, buddy, how you doing? Thanks for those neat, Bash. Neat, 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 neat. The markets can't help but go up now. It's an accumulative effect. The more we get, the higher the markets go. It's simple than that. Sean and Wendy, God is amazing. LL is here. Frumbler, GQ, Jose, Joe Olivia. Neat, neat. We're going higher, baby. We're going higher. Neat, neat. YouTube is wondering, what the heck are those guys doing over there? There's a guy eating a bagel. His viewers are putting up these neat emojis. They're yelling neat all over the world at the same time. What's going on? When Bruce summons the neat, you neat. That's right, Olivia. You got it. When I summon the neat, you neat. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Thank you all for being here. Hanging out. We're still down 432 on the Dow. See if we can get a rally going. Bed Bath Beyond 2570 up 953. Rocket Lab up 38 cents. SoFi at 982, down 18. GameStop 107.74, down 392. We're down 29 on AMC. Matterport up 7. 23andMe up 11. Spire up 2. ATIP Physical Therapy down 3.5. Smart Rent is up 11. Sixtera down 26. Apple down 149. Goldman down 462. That's an improvement. Cisco down 58 cents. Tesla up 179. Arc Innovations down 110. Microsoft down 879, and Bed Bath Beyond up 944. Those are some of the stocks that we follow the most here at the moment, where I see things, and waiting to see how this market reacts and goes from here. Jason Law, sorry I'm late. Here's the neat emojis. Have you seen, Bruce, this chance to HBO Max or Jon Stewart shows about naked shirts? Nope, haven't had time. Hello, my gut says today's going to be a fun day in the market. Who cares? Says neat. Chase, gas costs in Mexico are 23 pesos per liter, $1.46 per liter Canadian, or 115 US per liter. So that would be well, $4 a gallon. Yeah, about four. Vilbus, I'm thumbs up 336. Yeah, baby. Thank you. If any of you guys out there can hit that thumbs up button for us, please do. That would really help the channel today. Would love it. We have 338 thumbs ups, and they're coming in. Thank you. I'd really love to hit 500 today. That would be really good. Great way to start the week. Well, the Dow's down 414. Come on down. Let's go. Neat. 345 thumbs ups. Here they come. Here they come. Thank you, everybody. Popping those thumbs ups for us. 347. Here we go. Thank you, DQ. Hitting that thumbs up button from anywhere you can. I love it, you guys. Fantastic. 352 thumbs ups. We're through the 350 mark now. Great job, Matt. Great job. Thank you, guys. Well, Rocket Lab is trying to push the high of the day here. It's at 878. It's only a nickel off the high of the day. GameStop back to 108. That Bed Bath and Beyond volume now is 62.2 million shares. 25.32 on Bed Bath and Beyond. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my, that was fantastic. That was fabulous. Thank you, everybody, for indulging me while I have this little nibble here. In the meantime, check out some fireworks. That's not bad, huh? Not bad. Gotta love that. And of course, everybody loves a puppy. Come here, come here, come here, puppy, come here. Come on, come here, puppy. Come here. There you go. See, yeah, everybody loves a puppy. And kittens. Oh, see, how can you not love kittens? You gotta love kittens. That's beautiful stuff. Thank you, everybody, for indulging me. Nice to have you here. Oh, little cat. Fireworks, Larry say. Yeah, fireworks. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff on here. You never know what we can see. Oh, my. We're down 412 on the Dow. We haven't moved yet. We got GameStop 107.50. Rocket Lab holding 878, up 39 cents. It's defying gravity. SoFi is 984. I have a little kitten. He's crazy. He makes us laugh every day. Rob, that's a cat. DQ, don't look at your portfolio. Here's a kitten instead. Don't look at your portfolio. Look at the kitten. Where are we at now? AMC down 42. Matterport 699 up 14, bouncing back up again. It just backed off down to 682, but just bounced back up again now on 2.3 million. Interesting on Matterport. ME at 392 up 17 cents after dropping to 374 earlier today. 1.68 million on ME. Spire bouncing back. It was down to 197. It's now 206. Looks like it wants to go to 207 here. About 6 cents better on 463,000. We got ATIP down 4 cents to 176. Smart Rent is up 17 to 598. Sixtera down 23 cents at 1192. Home Depot up 66. IBM up 89 cents. Microsoft, though, down $10 to 279. I tell people to write calls at 300 and buy them back at 290 or lower. And here we are. Apple 162 down $1. The event, I think, is today or tomorrow. Goldman down 558. It was down like $10 earlier. It's at 324, is as low as 320. So it's about $4 better. Cisco down 40 cents. Facebook down 796. Amazon down 98. Tesla down 230. Google down 75 to 2,567. If you divide that by 20, Google is going to split 20 to 1. So at 2,500, that's 125 a share. At 2,600, that's 130 a share. So at 2,567, it's about $128 a share post split. July is when this is going to happen. So watching Google, again, I keep saying the lower it goes, you have two choices to make on Google, two ways to play this game. You buy 5 shares if you can afford 5, Or what you do is you buy maybe $2,500 call options or $2,400 call options, somewhere between 24 and 2500. You want to be in the money if you can afford it for contracts that expire at the end of the year next year. Because if you are long a call option after July, you will then end up with 20 call options. Now, that doesn't sound like it on that move alone, that doesn't mean anything, but here's what it really means, okay? If you can buy one call option now, even if it's out of the money, you buy a $2,600 call option or $2,700 or $2,650 or $2,800, however speculative you want to be on this, you're going to end up with 20 call options in your hand. Now, if the shares of Google come out at, say, 125 a share after the split, which is 2,500 a share now, at 125 a share, they go up $1 in one day, which they can easily do. That's like moving up $20 a share here. So it's a 20-to-1 leverage. And obviously, if you are into in the money contracts, which would be the smartest thing to do, that if you can afford it, if you happen to own 20 in the money contracts when the split is done, you will be able to write 20 contracts against your stock as a poor man covered call strategy. There might be some serious potential there to make some good money. In the meantime, like as of right now, if you can buy a $2,400, a $2,300, a $2,200 Google in the money contract, you can write a call option on it now for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, or whatever you want. And between now and July, you can write short-term covered calls against your call. The hope is, cross your fingers, as we get closer to July, could it be that the shares will approach 3,000 a share, 150 after the split? Could that happen? Because if you can buy a $2,400 in the money call option, as expensive as it is, at $150 or at 3,000 a share, pardon me, 3,000 a share, which is 150 after the split, you're going from a $2,400 contract that's 155 in the money now, 159 in the money, into 600 in the money, and you're still writing calls on it. And now you got 20 $150 contracts that you're writing 155s against, 160 against, and so on and so on. So that's cash on top of cash on top of cash. It's not cheap to get into this, though. This is a very expensive move. It's a very expensive program. But in the money calls, you can write poor man cover calls against them. The question is, how far in the money can you afford to buy one of these and how long out? There you are. Otherwise, you buy 5 shares of the stock, which will run you right now about just under $13,000, and you will end up with 100 shares, 20-to-1 split. And if they are trading at 150, by the time this happens in July, you have a $15,000 position. You bought them at $12,580 or whatever it is, and they're worth 15 grand already. Assuming the stock reaches 3,000 a share, I'm not saying it will, but what if it did? And now you're up several $1,000s, and you're writing a call against your stock now. You can now write a call option against your $150 stock position. Anyway, there you go. Just thoughts, just some ideas. Okay. Goody, I got some SoFi at 985. There you have it. There you have it. I don't feel SoFi is getting enough love, adding 525,000 customers in the fourth quarter. Austin, I think you're right. I think it deserves a lot of love and a lot of upside from here. And I hope that it's sooner rather than later. 977 on SoFi right now, ridiculously cheap. Drops trades. Methinks European banks in big trouble, and the moratorium Biden keeps giving to student loans is really dragging SoFi into the gutter. Gavin, SoFi at the low of the day and going lower, says Gavin. Well, there you have it. I just view it as a very solid long-term hold that will deliver fantastic results. But this stock is ridiculously priced. I agree. Couldn't agree more. GameStop 105.70 down 596. The Dow down 400. Rocket Labs 867 up 27 cents. AMC down 50. Matterport holding a 6-cent gain. ME holding a 12-cent gain. Spire a 5-cent gain. ATIP is down 5.5. Smart Rent up 19 cents. Cyxtera down 28. Running into some red here continually, and I'm waiting for the turnaround. I'm waiting for the turn. Oversold markets. That's my thinking. Oversold markets. Alberto, I place a daily stink on Google, but no bites as of yet. I am waiting. Patience. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. That's what you do. Let it come to you. I agree. Let's see. Yeah, the Dow right now down 371. S&P is off 63. NASDAQ down 257 right now. Headline, armed intruder at Joint Base Andrews arrested as Kamala Harris lands. Armed intruder arrested as she lands. Interesting. 371 on the Dow right now is the downside at this moment in time. Okay. 363 thumbs up. So you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, all of you, for participating in the knee attack on this market as we try to encourage it to go higher. The hope is that it'll have its effect as the day goes on. 381 down dip at the moment on the Dow, and 106.33 now on GameStop, down 5.33 a share. That's where we're at right at this moment. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Cruise lines are really aggressively marketing their product. Unfortunately, they're in the middle of a real pickle here with oil as high as it is and natural gas prices as high as they are. Refueling cruise ships has become incredibly expensive. It's going to be interesting to see if they start to impose a surcharge on passengers. That, of course, could cause some passengers to cancel cruises or hold them back from wanting to book a cruise. It might do that as well. We might be into a scenario there. Obviously, with high prices for fuel, that means higher prices for airlines. They've locked in cheap prices on their futures, but the futures going forward are coming out, and they have to constantly renew them because they don't book all their fuel into one contract. They do it in a series of rollovers. So that might cause higher pricing for airlines that they have to pass on. And with FedEx, the same thing. There you go. Now, H. Gregory says, Uncle Bruce, would you ever roll closer in time? I have a 115 April 14th GameStop contract. I sold a call at $29. It's now trading at about $13. Should I just keep my hands folded? What should I do? So it's an April contract at 115, and the stock right now is 105. So in theory, you could buy this back and score the $16 gain on this right because you sold it for $29, buy it back at 13. You could theoretically just turn around and write another April 14th call instead in the 125 level. Where am I? Hold on a second. Let me double check this. 115. So, okay, you could write a 110, but I wouldn't recommend it. You could, though, possibly write a 110 closer in for 13 or more dollars. That might be something that's doable. Let me double check here on my screen. I'm going to look at my options thing here on my big ass iPad. So just bear with me as my options load up. So, okay, you've got an April 14th. Okay, so let's say you wanted to write a March contract instead, all right? If you were to write a March contract, you'd need to bring in $13, all right? So Is that doable? Let me take a look here. All the way out to here. Okay. Well, March the 25th, the last weekend in March, which would bring you in a couple of weeks closer, you could write something like a 107 for 1335 or a 108 and probably bring in maybe 1250 if you got the high end on that trade. On the other hand, if you can buy back this April contract for less than 13, let me take a look here at the Aprils. This is an April 14th, you said. Okay. April 14, 115 contract. All right. Yeah. 1285 to 1395. Exactly. It last traded at 1347, which makes it down $1.14. Now the stock's at 105. Something tells me you might be down to $12 on this contract. You might be below. You might even be below 12, because at 105 you're now almost $10 out of the money. You've got two things going for you. Number one, you're out of the money. Like I said, you're out of the money. Number two, your timing isn't that long. It's really 5 weeks. And there's a $12 of shrinkage still coming your way. Now, that's assuming the stock stays under 115. As I was saying a minute ago, if you were to buy back this 115, you could buy back in the 1150, 12 range. If you could write possibly a 110 for the same expiry, you might be able to up that to the $14 range. That might bring you $3 additional, $2 additional. But I would actually probably just tell you to sit tight right now. At the end of this week, this contract is 1 week closer. We're down to 4 weeks instead of 5 weeks. If the stock's at 105, 110, you're out of the money. It'll still be at $11, $12. It will continue to give up ground. But again, you can consider a 110 closer in. Certainly, you could look at maybe in April the 8th, maybe a 110 there would bring you $14, $15. If you came into April the 1st, could you write a 110 for the same amount of money that this one cost you? That would be one way to go. You'd be closer in the money, but you'd closer in time by 2 weeks. If you wrote a 108, you could bring in maybe $15, $14.50. If you can buy this one back, you have now for $11.50. Write one for $14.50, get $3, get 2 weeks closer in time by moving a little closer to the money. There's that. So it's worth looking into. I definitely would looking into. H. Gregory is saying I could get $13 for a 95 call for 318. That does not sound accurate. Something's not right on that 95 number. 318. Something is not right. Okay, let me go back here to 18. What was that? What was that all about here? Okay, March 18th. There we are. Okay. The 115s for March 18th, they're 540. You can see how they're falling off. The 110s are 710 to 760. Again, my quotes are a little behind times right now. The 105s are 925 to 1030. I see what you're saying. 95s. Yeah, I would not write 95s. No. I would not be doing that. I wouldn't be writing, actually, at this point, March 18s. March 25s, 107s, out of the money a little bit, all premium. You can get about 12.5 to 13 and buy these back that you have around the 11 mark, 1150 mark. Then there's a move there. There's a possible move there to perhaps score a couple of bucks. So a couple of dollars and some time. Okay. Check it out. We're down 471 on the Dow. Keeping an eye on all this. Your quotes will be more accurate than mine because mine are 15 minutes behind, and we're down to 105.71, down almost $6 on GameStop. We're actually down 617 right now on the GameStop. So these contracts are all dropping, and so keep your eye on these ratios and the costs. But I think you can certainly move up on the calendar, maybe into late March. and maybe write 110s, 109s, 108s. The lower you write them, the closer to the money you're getting, though. So you got to watch for that. But the bigger the premium you'll get. So if you can write 105s and bring in $16, $17 and buy back yours for 11 or 11 and a half, that's a $5 handover to you in cash. $500 and worth of GameStop has to bounce back prior to writing any calls, covered calls. Well, yes and no, of course. You can always write covered calls, but I was expecting GameStop to have an update today. I really was, along with the markets, because I think we're completely oversold everywhere, and we're now even more oversold everywhere. So there's that. But for those of you out there who are still short calls on GameStop because you did rollovers, some of you rolled over to 120s, 125s, 130s. Some I know as high as 140. All of you now should be in a very good position to do buybacks on your calls. And you can either buy back your 120s, 25s, 30s, and roll out and maybe roll into 115s or 20s. On the other hand, you can buy back and sit on the sidelines right now, as I'm suggesting most of you do, and let this stock just fiddle about. Let the market figure out its bottom. Let a recovery come through here, and you may see a $10, $15, $20 run on GameStop. And if you're at 125, now you can write 125s to 130s for a week or two or three. If we don't get a recovery in the next day or so on GameStop, we sit around 104, 106, something like that, 108, then we'll take a look at this Friday 110s tomorrow. And we'll start looking at writing 108s, 107s, 108 for just a 3 or 4 day write. Then we'll look at those. But I wanted to give this market a chance to give us a shot. We haven't gotten it. I'll grant you that. We're down 473 at the moment. But I am surprised we haven't had a recovery today and an uptick today. I thought we could be up as much as 500 points, maybe higher. Uncle Bruce, I have 300 shares of AMC. I bought back all my calls last week. Should I wait for a pop or write at the current levels? Same answer as I just gave on GameStop. You could look at writing calls for this Friday, but I'd wait until tomorrow. I want this market to have its day today and opening tomorrow, because we may have a late rally tonight, like in the last 2 hours, a rally, an opening rally tomorrow, and we may be in a position where GameStop pops to 115.20 or more, AMC pops to 1750 18 or more, and now you're writing for this Friday 18s or 19s or 20s, and nice little premium for a 4-day write, 3-day write, and we'll take a look at that. Jeff, I'm 323 on the thumbs up meter. Vash, we're gonna have a good Tuesday, maybe. Indeed, we may just. We just have to be mindful that this market is being affected by artificial entities, and that's the war. This is not an economic entity. It's a man-made calamity that's dealing with this. And so the shares, GameStop is not affected by the war. I mean, people stay home and play video games. That's it. And so AMC, they still go to movies where they can, and AMC is not in a war zone. So fine, there you go. But the shares are under pressure today because of the Dow being down 482 or 450 a share, 450 at this point. Having said all of that, it is now 9 o'clock where I am in Calgary. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time. And we have a lot of time left in the day today to have a rebound on these markets. I have seen, you and I have been together. We've already seen more than this happen in a day. We've seen $800 down days turn into up days. So we're not done yet. We'll see. Testy Donkey, my bid to buy back my GameStop 112 for 251 just hit. Sold it for 1021 2 weeks ago. And there is the reason why you want to be an option writer. You can be an option writer for a day, a week, 2 weeks, a month. This is the kind of returns. These are the kind of returns that can come your way. And this is very wonderful to see. It's just, beautiful. 770 return for 2 weeks. It's not bad. Now, if Testy Donkey had 10 of these, He would have made $7,000 in 2 weeks. Um, is that a 1 month salary for a lot of you folks out there or more? Not bad, huh? Not bad. Hello, $5 donation for Bruce. Thank you. Hallow Smith, waiting for tomorrow. Always appreciate your expertise. I appreciate that. Thank you. But Beachboy, if GameStop's going under 100, I vote to delist it altogether. I just don't see the point anymore. There you go. Beach Boy, pragmatic and thoughtful thoughts from the man himself. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you to all of you. We're down 450 on the Dow. The Rocket Lab is still up 26 cents. SoFi down 30 at 970. We got GameStop down 793. We got AMC down 47. Matterport is just up 1 penny. We're going to go negative on that. We're up 20 on ME. Spire's up 5.5. ATIP is down a nickel. Smart Rent up 21. Cyxtera down 34. That's where we're at right now. We're watching, a whole lot of stuff at the moment. Let's see what gives. 104.25 on GameStop. 103.66 on GameStop now. 103.66. I think it's a new low of the day. 103.44 was a low. Set just a few moments ago. Beach Boy Leaf. Alberto's laughing. Yeah, we got to wait it out. We just got to be patient today. I want you to write Friday contracts. Yeah, I sure do. I sure do want you to write Fridays, but not on Monday mornings. Nope. I want the market to give me a little more indication because you guys looking to write calls that are expiring this Friday, you don't need Monday's trading to make your money. You can do this Tuesday afternoon. You can do these Wednesday morning. We want to go shorter on the fuse. We want the time to really work for you. Now, obviously, you can write a call for next week, Friday, anytime you want, or the Friday after that. Of course you can. But with a market down 822 on GameStop today, I wouldn't be doing that at this point in time. I would give the stock a chance for an afternoon rally and see what it wants to give us tomorrow. Then we'll see. If GameStop is going under 100, I say, we delist. There you go. Thank you, buddy. We're down 461 on the Dow. 31 cents gain on Rocket Lab right now. We have on the thumbs up meter 375 thumbs ups, and I thank you all so much for that. That's really great of you to do that for us. It really helps. Thank you. YouTube can send folks our way to join the party. Absolutely. Bed Bath Beyond up 642 to 2260. Again, I had no opinion on this morning. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out, how the Ryan Cohen involvement is going to work. But I have to admit, curious about how the fact that the stock is now traded a ton of paper is actually only up 638. It's traded 69 million shares, and it's only up 630 a share. Kind of curious. It was as high as $30.05, and in the pre-market, I think it got to 35. 22.55. So, I don't know if cash secured puts are the way to go. If you get them now, with a $20 buy or a $25 buy, and you get a nice fat premium out of them, maybe it's worth it. Alberto, thank you for that PayPal donation. You are the man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sure comes in handy. Those are great. Thank you, my man. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't have an opinion on this. The 56,000 buy on SoFi at 975 says LL. SoFi 974 right now. Last trade. Kareem, what happened to Matterport? Is it the new ATIP Spire stuck down here? No new mentions or price targets? It's quiet. I agree. Don't microwave cats. Are they pumping and dumping BBBY? Yes, I know about Cohen. Tasty, don't you? Are you saying be patient, Bruce? Come on, Bruce. Hurry. I need to know. I'm in a hurry. I need to make money today. Ryan Cohen buying that much seems like a very calculated chess move. I want to see who wins this. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, I mean, I'd be curious to know if any other activists join him and they want to buy 5 or 10% of the stock. That could have been happening right now. Could have been happening already today with that kind of volume. Easily, if I wanted to buy 10 million shares, I would have had no problem getting it today with the kind of turnover. But I don't know if that's going on or not. The Dow is off 457 right now. That's what we've got on this market. Whew, I don't know. I'm trying to follow it. Now, we're on again today at 3 o'clock. On my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, I'm on twice tonight, 7 and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. If you want to join us for that 8 o'clock show, anyone is welcome to join that. The 7 o'clock show is reserved for sponsor members of that channel only. Love to have you at 8 if you want to pop by, say hi, though. Let's see. Branson buying into ME didn't seem to help it. What do you think? Well, he's a long termer. It's not here for 3 months, not here for 6 months. I think he's here for his estate and his children's estate, towards a kid. We'll see. So Matterport still up 22 cents at 706. It's actually had a bit of a pop here in the last 10 minutes. It got down to 682 this morning. Then it was around 690 a little while ago. Now it's at 707 again, 2.8 million. So Matterport looking a little better. What else we got? We're up 21 on ME at 396. Give me every day 21, 24 cents a day every day for these stocks for like a month, and I'm a happy guy. That'll take us into the tens and higher. That'd be great. Aspired up 5.5. Come on, man. Let's go. Still down 427 on the Dow Jones Industrial Index. That's where it is. SoFi 984. Looks like a little bounce back right now. Just a little tiny recovery. SoFi volume 21.9 million. We definitely have bounced up from 964 to 984 in about 10-15 minutes. A little bounce up on SoFi. Is this a market reaction? I don't know. GameStop 104.94 down 672. The low on GameStop was 103.44. So we're $1.50 better now at 104.90 on GameStop. AMC is coming on. It was down to 15.96. It's now 16.31. That's a 35-cent bounce back. It's only down 26 now. It's more than half of its losses recovered on AMC. Matterport 708 now up 23. That is 26 cents improvement, down only 23 cents. That is also more than half of its losses recovered in the last 10 minutes. They're all popping up here. SmartRent's popping. ATIP's coming up. Spire, ME, Matterport, AMC is climbing. SoFi is climbing. Rocket Lab's climbing. The Dow's still down 423. There you go. Okay. BW Uncles, I'm not sure why you're surprised in the Bed Bath Beyond movement. Nothing works like it used to anymore. No sense of most of the markets this past 3 months. Sucky as sucky does. Kareem, what's so attractive about BBY for that type of buy-in, or put pressure on other ETFs or something? Possibly. Keep trying to remember, but it's been very hard as of late. Investing is a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. Yep, Coyote, I like my stock to pop. Robert, Uncle Bruce, you haven't yet deleted a certain part of lesson number 9. You haven't yet deleted a certain part of lesson number 9. You have to write me a private email on that there, Robert. Let me know what you're talking about. BBY's already achieved meme status, Nelson, but yes, with RC on board, it will be more exaggerated now. There's that, too. Rocket Lab, up 34 at 874. Okay. Looks like GameStop wants to go back to 105 here. 104.97. It's close to breaking through 5 again. Matterport 706. Okay. 409 on the downside for the Dow Jones. Okay. Oil is at 118.90, up 322 in Texas. Okay, that's where we're at right there. Okay, everybody, thank you. Thank you all for popping in here with me. Lots to watch. Let's see here. Looking at headlines around the world. Wow, headline in the New York Times. The United States and NATO have raced to arm Ukraine against Russia, pushing more than 17,000 anti-tank weapons into the country. Wow, that's amazing. Mm. Oh my. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, try to stay on top of these headlines that are going across here. So much happening. Bear with me, folks. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, most of these headlines I'm looking at, we have talked about already today. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, out of there we go. Mm. Okay, there we are. The market, the Dow is now down 389, now back to 403. For a moment, it looks like it tries to break under that 400 level and improve, and then it gets hit with another sell program. Still on the Rocket Lab, up 37 cents to 876, holding its own. SoFi at 983 now, down 17 cents. GameStop could not get to 105, 103.82, backed up. And Matterport 706, up 20, it's holding. ME at 392, Spire 207, up 6 cents. HIP 176.5, still down 3.5. Smart Rent 606, up 26. Sextera 1184, down 31 cents. Home Depot up $1, IBM up 60 cents, Microsoft down 8.30, Apple down 7 cents, Goldman down 4.84, Cisco down 67, Facebook down 7.30, Amazon is down $95, Tesla down 2.40. All these stocks, Google, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, they all had lower lows. They were lower than this. Apple was lower, was down to 161.30. It's now 163.08. A lot of these stocks have had improved numbers the last 2 hours, but the Dow is still off at the moment 390 shares. So there has been some improvement on the markets, but the indexes are still down 1.1 to 1. Yeah, we're not getting an across the board improvement everywhere. We seem to be seesawing at the moment like this. I'm still sitting here wondering, have we had the low of the Dow now in this last little while? Because if we have, we could then be bouncing from here. It looks like at about 10:58 Eastern time, 10:58. That's when we hit the low of 33,129 on the Dow. We're now 33,223. So we've added, not quite 100 points from the low of the day, which was around 480, 490 on the low end. Now it's down 390, and now I see it again at 422. So, are we testing the lows here, bouncing off the lows a little bit again and again and again and again to then have a shot back up, or are we not going to do that? Can't answer it. Can't answer this question. That's why the markets are what they are. And oil hit its low of the day today of 116.32. Looks like about, let's see, how long ago was that on oil? There we go. Oil, yeah, it was 115 even, 115 something, 115.85 at 9:21 in the morning Eastern, and now we're now at 12:15. So 3 hours ago, we hit that low, and now oil's at 118.71. Hasn't come back to where it was this morning, which was pushing 126, 127, and even 130 overnight. So we'll follow that, folks. Okay. Okay. All right. There we are. Back to your comments. Okay. Alberto saying to Nelson, before the classes, I was running a covered call and panicking and buying back at huge losses. And there we go. Austin's thinking of adding another 1,000 SoFi, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And a mediocre is saying, hey, Austin, if you like, I can buy some, and then when it goes down, because whenever I buy immediately it goes down, then you can pick it up even cheaper. Alberto, sometimes I shut down all the platforms for the day, so I'm not tempted to buy back at losses. Rolling is a savior at times as well. I wish you all great luck. Chase, Uncle Bruce, thinking of BBBY. Option January 2023, strike 12. What are your thoughts? I don't know what I'm not sure which what the numbers are. Chase, can't you might have a typo there. Nelson is saying to Alberto, I also feel the classes I've taken have helped prepare me to write covered calls. However, I'm yet to pull the trigger on our SPACs at this level. Don't have enough GameStop yet. Patience. And Cindy saying to Alberto, I was doing the same. Jeff Nelson, what does that say about me if all my stocks are memes? Cindy, when in doubt, zoom out. Robert, I'm thumbs up number 388, Bruce. Mediocre Alberto, I just so much down. I'd really like to see some good streak versus a blip. Granted, this is a long term, so not so much scared, just annoyed. There you are. The Dow now down 388, by the way. 880 on Rocket Labs, up 40 cents. High of the day, 883. So Rocket Lab is pushing the high of the day around with 3.2 million traded. I don't have any news that I'm aware of. SoFi 994 now, only down 6. That's coming on. GameStop 103.86, still off 780. But only down to nickel on AMC. That's coming back. Matterport climbing 714, up 30. High today 715. We're at the high of the day here on 3.2 million on Matterport. ME now up to 397, 398, up 22.5. We're back to the high of the day, 2.4 million on ME. Spire at 206, 700,000 traded, up 5.5. The high was 218 this morning, though it looks a little better right now. ATIP 177 down 3 cents, was low as 173. Smart Rent up again, 609. 612 high of the day, 385,000. Coming on from that 590 trade range. It's now up. Okay. Sixterra still down 35 cents at 1180. There's some movement here on some of our former SPACs. There seem to be coming on here a little bit. SoFi, Rocket Lab, AMC, which is not a SPAC, Matterport, ME, they're all climbing. Spire's climbing. ATIP is coming on. Smart Rent coming on. They're all climbing. Some still in the red. Some have gone green, or some are at the high of the day. Let's see. Alberto to Nelson and Cindy. We just have to be patient. I wrote my first $2,000 gain in a week. I'm also hesitant on pulling the trigger on more than that. I'm getting comfortable. Alberto, your impatience and a one-on-one. When Uncle told me you have to become the casino, I got it, and I still have a lot to learn though. Awesome. I'm not sure the timing of creating a drug from nothing and getting approval, but it seems Emmy should have some news for us sometime this year, maybe. Drops looking better today than I actually expected. Beach Boy, will GameStop delist? Oh, the suspense! I just can't take it anymore. Oh my, 880 on that Rocket Lab. AMC is only down a penny. It's trying to come back. Matterport 710 down up a quarter. ME at 399, going for $4. Down, it's up 24 cents on ME now. It's at 399, going for $4. 2.5 million traded. Go ME, go. Spire coming back to 207. ATIP at 177. Smart Rent 609. These stocks are climbing. They're trying to climb up. Huh. I say go. Just go. Go Matterport. Go ME. Oh, ME is over 401. It's up 26 cents. It just blew it away. Hot knife through soft butter. ME just obliterated the $4 offers. Took them all out. 2.569 million now. High today, $4, 401. All right. All right. Nelson to Alberto, you were one of my inspirations from this group. I lost so much on buying options long term, and now I'm just being patient. And I will write options at some point this year. Alberto says to Beach Boy, Trigger, the word delist gets him upset. Tio doesn't like that. Alberto Nelson, that's the way. You got this. Right on, guys. It's the beauty of this channel. So many members talk to each other and encourage each other, because we have to just battle through these markets. There are outside forces that are affecting us. We have to let it just water off a duck's back. Stocks go up, stocks go down. We have to be focused. We have to be patient. We have to be determined. And we just keep battling through it. And if you can write options to bring in income, bring in cash, either to allow you to average down or diversify your investments, or buy more options to write more options, or to buy stock to write more options, beautiful way to go. And this is the game plan that you can survive on, absolutely thrive on, while others just get blown away thinking only one way on the market. So just be patient and be laser focused on what it is you want to do. Poor man covered calls is definitely an idea. Definitely. Drops is saying, so glad I dumped all my AMC for a $35 plus profit per share dollar per share profit. Now some plenty of time to take more Uncle Bruce classes and become edumacated. There you are. Time to become edumacated. Go to stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check out my classes. Stockmarketswithbruce.ca is where you want to go. And get into them. As there's 12 of them there. Start with number 1 and just go up the list. And join the party, pal. This days like today are days where you can cash in some serious gains from your option writing. And it's very doable. We're going to be busy tomorrow and Wednesday writing options for this Friday. We're going to be very busy. A lot of you are gearing up to make money Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Fridays. It's payday every Friday or before. So yeah, definitely. We'll be looking at that. I swear if GameStop goes under 100, it's ramen noodle time for me to get Morningstar. The James Show, a little risk, but I got a $20,000 loan to get started, bought GameStop, paid off loan in 5 months, all profit now. Yeah. Malo, sorry to ask you, Bruce, but if GameStop gets delisted, what happens to my shares? They're trying to get me upset. They're trying to get me upset. Oh man, what are you gonna do? 994 on that SoFi. Come on, SoFi, just pop, run it. The low of the day, 964, about an hour ago. Now we're at 994, 24.9 million. 995 down 5 cents. That's all. We're coming back. We're going to go higher on SoFi. It's going to go higher. At GameStop 102.50. Gosh darn the heck. AMC is green plus a penny on AMC. Will that cause a turnaround on GameStop? That's the question. Over on Bed Bath and Beyond, we're at 2305. Up 713 on Bed Bath Beyond. Okay, there's that. And my 955 stink bid never got hit today. Beach Boy George is getting upset. Alberto, I left the class more confused than when I went in. Just watch it again. BW. Uncle Bruce, does it seem the analysis keeps changing their tune? I mean, these analysts, we hear it's all about guidance. SoFi blows it all away. Then they say, no, it's all about when they show profitability. They keep changing goalposts. Well, investors keep changing goalposts. That's the other thing that you have to realize is that, we were before Russia invaded, we had $80 oil, $90 oil. Then it invaded. We have $115, $120 oil. That changes everybody's everything. Before we had inflation, we had interest rates at a quarter of a percentage point from the Fed. Then inflation showed up in summer and fall, and now the Fed is making its moves, and they're going to go to half a point to 1 point on the Fed funds rate. That's causing angst in the markets. Things change, and objectives are changing, and that's just how it is. But it all changes back too. It constantly goes from one end of the pendulum to the other end of the pendulum, and there comes a point where money-making companies are trading at too high a multiple, and you've got to get into the growth area to make your return, and that's where we come in. As our companies keep growing anyway, while whatever their stocks are doing, SoFi is getting larger and larger and larger. It's going to keep doing that. The next quarter report coming out, you get like a month before the report even comes out, you get analysts going, I think their numbers are way low. They're going to break their numbers by a huge amount, and the shares start running before the earnings even come out. And off we go. And Uncle Bruce, shoot the glass already. And Nelson, Georgie. Read yesterday. SoFi is going to do options now. Not your class, Tio, laughing out loud. Somebody else's. Okay. I don't believe these analysts know as much as they pretend to. They're mostly reactionary to their evaluations, which is not all that helpful. They move goalposts when wrong. They are salesmen. I agree with that too. I think that a lot of them move the goalposts well after the fact, and that the market is ahead of them, always ahead of them. They're behind the market. You're right. I think they're reactionary. They're not proactive. They're reactive. And I will give you that. Quite a number of them, I think, are exactly that. Anyway. We'll see. Rogalab 875 up 35. SoFi 991. GameStop 101.77. AMC down 2 cents again. It's gone negative, but only by 2. And there you have it. We are coming up to the end of this 3-hour segment. Guys, I'm going to get my break in right now, do some more due diligence, and get ready for this afternoon show, get a little rest. So join me at 3 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time. We will close this market together on Monday, see what this thing does. Is there a recovery coming on the market today? And if so, how far? Do we go green? And do we start off with a roar tomorrow? We'll see what happens. In the meantime, keep an eye on everything we're watching, and make money if you can. And thank you in the meantime for being with me all day today. Thank you for these thumbs ups today, you guys. 394 of them have come in. 394 thumbs ups on a down market. That is pretty cool bean stuff. I thank all of you for being there for me and throwing the thumbs ups around. I appreciate it. we will see you at 3 this afternoon, where we will try to get this market even higher if that is possible. It certainly is possible. 721 to 724 on Matterport now, high of the day, 3.4 million. Matterport looking good. And on ME, still hanging around 4. It's at 397.5. Spire's at 209, up 8. So it's coming back again, a little recovery. Come on, Spire. Just keep on coming on. Hopefully it'll pop up there. ATIP down 2. Smart Rent 608 up 27. 6 down 39. Market Dow's down 411. Rocket Lab up 36. And we'll see how these other indexes do this afternoon. In the meantime, thank you all. 403 thumbs ups. There you go. You got to love that. Thank you, everybody. Later, bagel heads. See you soon. Have a good afternoon, guys. Neat. Uncle Bruce is delisting for the afternoon. Have a good nap, too. Alberta, you realize that 90% of software contains AI nowadays, right? Take care, bagel. Watch from a pop, then right covered calls. That's right. Watch for a pop, right covered calls. Drops. Yes, I'm aware, says Alberto. Thank you, guys. We will talk to you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. And thank you for all your support today. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.